What up? What up? Welcome to another show. Welcome to one of these dope shows on YouTube where we talk about everything under the sun as long as we get back to the money. Real conversations, real solutions. I'm your host, Courtney Edgar. So listen, we got some dope topics for y'all tonight. But before we do, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And make sure y'all hit the bell notification. All right? So, before we get started, so look, the main outro, the main intro, I forgot to set it up. But don't worry about it. All right, now we back.
Hey, you rolling?
Nah, because bro, I forgot exactly what happened, but it took my intro off, and so I forgot to add it back on. So, but don't worry though, it'll be there. Matter of fact, let me add it right now, man. While I'm thinking.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that shit. I still forgot, but no, we good now. We set back up. We straight. So, how y'all feeling today?
Good.
Yeah.
Recovered.
Any highlights of the week already since it's Tuesday? Any highlights?
Justin, I need a vacation.
I feel it. When was your last vacation?
It's been too long. I usually do 2 months. I'm not myself when I don't travel after 2 months, but it's been a minute, like a few months, more than a few. So it's neat.
Well, listen. I guess Arizona the next wave, then, huh?
I'm down, but I need to out the country. But I'm super down to come to Arizona.
I got you. I feel it.
Hey, shit, it's like out the country. It's a desert over here.
What
Saudi Arabia.
Same here. It was 92 today.
Yeah. I need to get that easy with straight. But look, y'all ready to go ahead and get into these topics, man? Let's go ahead and lock in. So the first one, I think this is the one you was talking about, Ashley. I don't know. But it's like a Puerto Rican chick. Maybe
we'll find out.
Okay, I guess so. But I guess it all aligns with what you probably were talking about anyway. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, right? Let's go. Let's break everybody up. Boom.
45 minutes. I told CPS that I relinquished my custody. I told them that I'm in a toxic relationship, that this household is toxic, the family dynamic is toxic. As you can see, no child. As you can see, no child. As you can see, no child. I got rid of all my kids. You're welcome, TikTok. I don't deserve them. You're absolutely correct.
So, what are y'all thoughts on that? A mother getting rid of her kids, and I guess because of TikTok and herself, decided to send her kids to CPS because I guess it's a toxic household. What do y'all think?
This definitely wasn't what I was talking about.
Okay.
But this is a good topic. Absolutely. I feel like we like to shame mothers a lot for choosing something of themselves once they have kids, and it's not really the same when it comes to men. So I can't shame her for what she chose to do, especially her being in a toxic household. It seems like she didn't have anybody to help her. Most women who get put in this place don't. So I have to respect it, even though it sucks.
Okay.
No, men definitely get shamed. Even if a man tries, he still gets shamed. Like it ain't. No, I mean, I'm not saying, but she was kind of flunk. I mean, like if she was really into some sort of like didn't want to get clout, she would have never posted this. So I don't think she applies to someone who can't really handle it. I mean, because I know there's probably some girls out there who just can't handle it, and it's got like it is probably better for kids to go to another home. And, I mean, usually they'll be like embarrassing. Like you would never put this online, like as like a like a trend, or like you're gonna get clout. You're gonna get like clout for doing what's best for you. You know, you ain't gonna put it online. That's embarrassing shit. I mean, you choose to give your kids up. I don't know. I don't think this particular person, no. But I know it does happen with some women, and no, I wouldn't shame someone who really was going through some shit, like maybe mental illness or some other stuff that was going on, and the kids would be in a better place. But this seems like it's just garbage.
How should get rid of a kid? You call CPS on yourself? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
That's crazy.
Basically,
Yeah.
so basically, I'm guessing the main context of it is that what ended up happening is I guess she posted about her kids and everything, and how the house isn't up to par, and I guess the father wasn't around, and so a lot of people were in their TikTok, I guess, because the house was dirty and all that shit, and people were in her comments telling her, "Hey, you might want to give up your kids," you know. And I'm just paraphrasing here. So she took that and said, you know what? And she called them actually on TikTok while she was on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, call CPS and tell them to come get the kids. Like, she got her kids up and sent them off. So
that's odd. I mean, usually if CPS is called, don't they have to like prove that there's not enough food in the house, or like there has to be proof of something terrible happening for them to be taken away? And
that's what I'm guessing. I'm not sure exactly how deep they go into it, or if the mother actually calls themselves. I'm not sure how that actually works, but
I don't know. I mean, if she needed the help and she couldn't do it, then yeah, call, because you shouldn't be torturing your kids or having them go through stuff unnecessarily. But then she's gonna want them back, I'm sure. Right? So
yeah.
Where are they gonna be placed? With family, or this is odd. I don't know.
I know this is
it's TikTok, so it seems like it might be some BS going on.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm looking at it too. Like, why are you getting up here putting all your business out in the street? I'm not for it, man. I'm not for it. I'm not for it at all. And that's just terrible. That's just terrible as a mother doing that. I'm sorry. Even if a man did, I'll say the same thing. Like, why are you doing that? Why are you putting all your business out in the street like that? I don't know the full details of the situation. However, it just don't look good. And mind you, she got a septum ring too.
Leave the septum ring alone.
Right.
Hey, listen, man. We gotta call a spade. Typically, when they got a septum ring, man, listen, it's toxic already.
Nah,
they got a toxic lifestyle for the most part. I'm just saying.
She'll be working on the next.
How many kids she got?
I think it was two or three kids. Yeah.
I think I saw 3 rooms in there.
Yeah, there's 3 rooms.
She worked on number 4.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Now, mind you, the house is a little dirty. You know what I'm saying? But hey, let's be real. Everybody's house ain't always squeaky clean. So that ain't no reason to say that she's a mother. I mean, there's no reason, but I do think that she got a little toxicity in it though.
I mean, if she calling CPS on herself on TikTok and posting stuff on TikTok to where people are like, you need to get rid of them kids. You're in a toxic environment. And then you want to prove to everybody and nobody that your kids are gone. What are you doing? What are you doing?
She probably put theirs in the closet and just said,
right.
hold on.
They probably out at school.
Just wait till I'm done when I turn the camera off, and then y'all can come back out. Like, she probably did some shit like that, man.
Yeah, this can't be. It cannot
be. You ain't finna fool me, bro.
They probably right back now.
It can't be real. I've said some other shit that I'm like, it cannot be real, and the fucking shit end up being real. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna say, I hope it's not real, but if it is, god dang, man, it's just crazy.
Yeah,
folks out here struggling for real.
Yeah, especially now.
All the government systems right set up.
Have you guys heard about the Rapture talk? That's what we were chatting about.
God.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yep, I'm glad you mentioned it.
Perfect.
Yep, don't worry.
It's gonna
so
be
serious.
a joy. It happened today.
I thought it was supposed to be like 2 or 3 days.
They said it was gonna come on. Was it the 23rd? Yeah, they said the 23rd. The trumpets were gonna go, and they were gonna.
Yeah.
And one lady said, "Don't look down. When you hear it, look up." I said, "Okay."
This lady said she put her unlock code to her phone as a photo on her lock screen, so they can get into her phone when she's going.
People are selling their cars.
They're leaving notes.
Houses. One lady said, to the man that sold me their car, because he thought he was going to get raptured, you can't have this car back.
Oh, don't worry. Yeah, we finna go right. We finna go right into them too. So look, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and let us know what y'all think about the last one. Do you think that it was false that she said that she sent her kids to CPS, or do y'all think that was a real thing? But let us know in the comments. All right. So let's go to this next topic. Let's go to the main topic of tonight. You know what I mean? We want to go ahead and dive right into it. The rapture. You feel me? Do y'all think it's a real thing? Do you think people just out here talking just for clickbait? Or do you actually believe that it's going to happen, or somebody just misspeaking that it's going to happen sometime, but just not today? So let me know what y'all think. But let's go ahead and watch this video, because a man actually sold his car because he believed the rapture was going to happen today. So let's hear what he got to say about it. All right.
Because I will need to be on September, baby, because the bride of Christ is flying. The bride is flying in September. I can't wait to see my King Jesus. Oh, by the way, my driver's license expires in September, so it's just like perfect timing. I'm gonna see Jesus. Are you not excited? Tell me you're excited to see Jesus. Tell me right now. God has
He's not real, yeah.
Definitely.
So I've seen. Matter of fact, let me go into his page, because he's been talking about it for a second. He's been going in about the rapture.
There's a lot of them.
Let me see if we can make it bigger.
Don't listen to the naysayers, okay? We've got 4 days left until September 23rd, 24th rapture. Jesus is coming to get his bride. The naysayers, they're not the bride. That's why they haven't received a revelation of the September 23rd, 24th rapture. If you know, you know. That's going to trigger somebody, I bet. Don't listen to the naysayers, okay?
He's going down a whole... He's going down a whole... Yeah, he going...
Before September 19, today is currently September 18 at time of recording this, but before September 19, do yourself a favor, go to God's Voice Daily or go to YouTube and type, search for this. A couple months ago, around the time that I heard Brother Joshua's testimony of September 23rd, 24th rapture, maybe like a week later or 2 weeks later, I'm not sure how long exactly, I heard this guy's testimony in God's Voice Daily, and it was about the fall of the Western world order. And by Western world order, I mean like Europe, America, Britain, these nations that have ruled the world for the past, 80 years since 1945. America in 1945 became the number one superpower. It was the big dog, policed the world. This guy received a vision, a prophetic vision, that the fall of the Western world order would begin on September 19. Now, nothing may happen. September 19 may be just an ordinary day. His prophecy may prove to be wrong, false, potentially. But when I listened to his testimony, it sounded genuine. And we shouldn't despise prophecy outright. We should listen to it and test it, take it back to God in prayer. And honestly, when I think about how we are so close to the pre-trib rapture of the bride of Christ and the beginning of the tribulation, calamity, distress, and disaster on September 23rd to the 24th, 5 days away, I mean, it's very possible that, 4 days prior, you could see this start to go down.
So so let me stop it right there. What are y'all thoughts on that? Do y'all think he had a... What up, my guy? Do y'all think it's policy? Do you think it's a real thing, or do you think it's a real thing, but do you think that he's talking about in this time period? Or what are your thoughts overall?
I don't think it's a real thing in this sense. I do believe that, you know, I'm a spiritual girly, so I do believe that there is some type of like separation, if you will, but we're all still living on the same thing. We're just not all on the same timeline kind of thing. And so I don't agree with how this is going to go. I don't think that I'm going to be taken. But can I believe that, like, you know, people are going to be placed on different timelines than other people? Sure. But like, if Jesus is going to take you, and I hate even to use it like that because I don't want to weaponize the Lord. I don't think it's going to go this way. Like, you know, selling your car and he's going to give you a date and like all your assets and for the people that are left. And one lady's worried about her dog and like stuff like that. So I'm just like, I don't think it's going to go this way. So no, I don't believe this at all.
Okay. Marcus, okay.
I don't even know what he's even about, to be honest with you.
Okay, that's fair.
What is someone they're just saying it's a day you're gonna die?
That's how I'm interpreting it. Like you're gonna pass at some time. It's not gonna be a mass taking of all God's angels or all God's followers. I mean, we're all gonna die at some point. I don't believe in this rapture. It's not in the original Bible or Old Testament or whatever they were talking about. I don't know. There's too much made up stuff, and it might be a metaphor for something else or a misunderstanding or misinterpretation, but there's nobody's going to be pulled up into the sky or anything like that. No.
All right, I feel that. My thing is, I'll take it with a grain of salt. I definitely take it with a grain of salt. Do I believe it? Do I not believe it? I'm not gonna say that I don't believe it. However, the way that they're speaking about it and the way that they're speaking on it, I'm not 100% sure about it. There could be a situation where we're on different timelines, you know, where he may be thinking about September 23rd, but nobody said September 23rd, 2025, or September. It could be September 2035. Whenever that time comes, you know what I mean? So one thing about me is I ain't gonna play about God. That's why I'm not gonna just throw shit out there just to say something. I'm not doing that. Exactly, your car. There's no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just a concept. I don't believe in it because everybody was saying the same thing back in 2000 when it was 1999. Everybody talking about Y2K. It's like, oh shit, the world is finna end, bro. The world is finna end every 2 years. Somebody always bring out some bullshit like that. And so I need them to stop playing with God's name 100%. Like, that's a fact. Because this ain't, and I get it. Some people don't believe in it. Like my man's right here, Eric, he don't believe in God. And that's fair. Look, if you don't believe, that's on you, big dog. But one thing I do is I believe it. So whatever. So one thing it is, bro.
All right, what's happening?
What's good with you, bro? Did you catch a piece of this?
Not really.
Also, we talking about the rapture. This whole viral video about the rapture and what's going on, about something supposed to be happening on today and possibly tomorrow. And a man actually ended up selling his car because he said, you know, he was gonna be a part of the rapture and God was gonna take him up. You know what I'm saying? What are your thoughts on it, if you got any?
Niggas need to read. It's a whole book that outlines the religion. The religion itself tells you that no man knows when he shall return. No man knows the hour, the minute, the second that he shall return. Like, he should have learned from his fucking parents. Didn't all these same people do this shit during Y2K?
Yeah.
So y'all survived Y2K. Now all of a sudden y'all think Christ gonna come now because what? What he do? Blame Trump?
Yeah, ain't no. Everybody having these prophecies. Everybody's having these. You know, they're having these.
You should have said, yeah, you're gonna die between January.
Yeah.
The sad
Listen
part
here,
about it
man.
is people really, really, truly believe this, and they get anxiety about it, and they're scared about it, and they're praying about it, and they can't go to work, and they can't go to school, and they don't know what to do with their kids, and they're afraid. And it's really, I mean, I don't know how often they do it, but apparently this rapture thing happens every few years or whatever. And I
What are
couldn't
you
imagine
scared
trying
of?
to go through that over and over and then considered to be left behind if you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, and then you're questioning why weren't you taken, and why were some people taken, or why was nobody taken. And that's I mean, to be deep in it that way, I think that's horrible. I think that's a horrible experience.
Yeah, but the problem,
It and unalive themselves over it, and that's sad.
Yeah,
no, that's the thing though. Why everybody living like a bitch? If you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, then if let's say the time comes, if you read that motherfucking book again, like I said before, it goes in two waves. If you do get left behind, that means that you wasn't as great as you thought you was, and you got a second chance to tighten it the fuck up. So, at the same strength, why are all these people? What are you getting anxiety for? If you owe so much of a good person as you try to proclaim that you are, then you gonna get took when the taking time comes. If not, then hey, you got the second round draft pick. Just because you ain't get picked in the first round don't mean that you all out. You still in the game. You just got to tighten some shit up. You got to readjust. You got to pivot. So
Yeah, don't take me.
No, but that's the thing. Though, like a lot of people out here living, you know, you're doing wrong. So just because you did good this week, don't mean he gonna come this week and get your ass.
right.
Like, just because you tightened it up on Monday, don't mean he got till Sunday to get here. No, you're supposed to wake up every day. Huh?
When you're doing life, is that when he's supposed to take you?
He's supposed to, yeah. He's supposed to like pull you up into the sky.
So essentially, like
if you're living true or whatever they say.
That is fucking crazy. People are wanting to die. That is insane.
Yeah.
It ain't that crazy. Motherfuckers can't afford their bills. Broke ass niggas always trying to find a way out. It ain't too crazy.
You gotta figure something else out.
He said you had to use God as a scapegoat. Say, I'm gonna sell my car, bro. My tags already expired, so I'm gonna sell the car, bro.
Yeah,
and say it's the rapture. Like, all right, bro.
Shit hit the fan. The motherfuckers always try to use some extra
so,
reason.
So that's just something I just don't understand.
I got an aunt. She was scared.
And there was a video too. There was another video of a woman. Who?
Oh, am I delayed?
Yeah.
Oh shit. No, like I said, I got an aunt. When she was a kid, I ain't gonna say she flunked her finals, but she didn't do as good as she was supposed to do on her finals. Cause she was like, "Oh, the Rapture's coming. God gonna be here. Why am I studying anyway, or whatever?" So she didn't fully study the way she needed to. I mean, she half-ass passed, but shit, she could have passed on honor roll if she just focused on what the fuck she had going on the daily. So I don't know.
What she said after the fact that it didn't happen? What she say?
She ain't say nothing. She just said, "I felt stupid." Till today, it's a story she tell. But it's like shit. That's where reading and comprehension and shit, come one after the other. If nobody knows the time and somebody tell you coming tomorrow, then shit, still do what you was doing today if you feel like it was right.
Yeah.
I'm not finna sell my car. You got me fucked off.
Yeah, they ain't even have that bitch. You gonna have to look. It's gonna have to be here.
So what? Now he ain't come. You think God gonna put a bus pass in the mail for you? I know he'll make a way, but damn, he also told you gotta try first.
Listen, I said I ain't gonna play with God. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta make like a little bit of light of this situation. I just want to know what's gonna happen to his page after tomorrow, and nothing happens. I want to know what he got to say. I just want to know what he's gonna say.
There's so many people, and they're ready. They talking about bookmarking. Mecca was talking about. She's like, I've been bookmarking people because I know people are gonna be trolling those comments, and I do worry about that because some people are, they're really mean. TikTok is a little nicer than Instagram, but they're really mean, and that also might.
They decide to put themselves out there like that, so they're gonna have to take what comes with it.
They just loop it back around and say the people that are talking to them like that are evil and they're the darkness and you have to ignore them because you have to stay in the light and yada, yada, yada. And they're mad and angry because they're not going and they're not true believers and all of that. So
yeah, I don't know what like
they loop it back around. Yeah.
That ain't, I don't know what like they in because the Bible that I read, I don't read nothing about no rapture. And so they probably need to read with the Concordian or something because I don't know what they got going on.
I haven't heard in there. They just ain't got no time on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they talking about the rapture, doing all this fear mongering shit, got people tripping out. So I'm just like, hey man, keep that shit to yourself.
You don't want to be a prophet.
Like if you're really reading it, if you really understand what's going on, you already know the word is the word, the word is the word is the word. So what are we talking about right now? Why are you up here telling people something that happened on the 23rd, or because somebody decided to say, well, you know what? I had a vision, and in my vision, how you know you weren't watching the movie the night before they had some shit about it? So now all of a sudden, now you had this real vivid ass dream and you thought it was God talking to you when it really wasn't. It was just an actual dream that you had from watching the movie.
Like who decides the date? And why does everybody go along with that date? Like who is starting this off?
Everybody just want to act like they're fucking prophetic, but they not.
Facts.
That's all it is.
And then everybody's just like,
no okay. this week, so he feel like he ain't seeing. So now God coming this week because he ain't getting no ass. Now God ain't come. Now he at the mall hollering at bitches again. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. If you good every day. We're thinking God gonna come when you doing good.
Right.
Shit. The whole problem is when you're doing good, that's when you don't want him to come. You want to fucking keep it on. I don't get that part.
Right now, I'm like, not yet. I got some things going on.
I mean, my definition of good and the actual definition of good might not align. So,
I mean, someone named Joshua started this. Really? And so everybody just following suit with it?
I think and then another lady came on and she was giving advice on what to do and what to take and how she packed her house. So it did start snowballing into like a whole thing. They weren't on my feed. I was just getting the people that were like talking shit. Thank goodness I don't need that on my timeline. But for some, it was push heavy. Like,
bro,
all they're seeing is that.
That shit is wild to me. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
All right, look up Joshua prophecy. You know what? Let me check it out. Let me check them out real quick. Give me a second. I want to see Joshua prophecy. Oh, okay. This guy. Okay. I think I saw this. Hold up. Let me see.
From now, I began to hear literally in my ear the sound of the trumpet.
South African pastor just declared the rapture is happening this week? Yeah. He says Jesus told him the world ends on September 23rd or 24th. But let's be real, how many times have we heard this before? Joshua Muslakela claims he saw Christ on a throne, heard the words, I am coming soon, and tied it to Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish Feast of Trumpets. Sounds dramatic, right? But here's the catch. Every doomsday prophecy in modern history has failed. From Harold Camping's 2000.
Hold on, I want to hear the rich because I think I actually saw it, man. Here you go.
Fast forward, 2018. Again, in a vision, in a dream. I don't see him in this dream. And I hear a voice so loud, his voice so loud. And he says these words. And to the people who are listening, please pay attention to what I'm going to say. Mark the words that I'm about to say, because none of the words that I'm saying are going to fall to the ground. None of these words will be empty, because they come from God himself. In other words, they will be fulfilled. He said these words in a loud voice. I didn't see him, but he spoke in the voice in the stream. He said, there will be no World Cup 2026. He was speaking of the men's soccer World Cup.
It's kind of sacrifice, bro. I wouldn't be listening.
Life on earth will not be business as usual for those who are left behind. These are the words he spoke to me.
That's in 20?
He said
26.
20.
No, I'm saying you received that in 20 what?
2018.
6 years ago.
That was many years ago. So that's what he said in 2018. After he said these words, I woke up. Me, I'm not a fan of soccer. So in that moment when I woke up, I did not know when the last World Cup was.
And when the next one
the
is
next World
coming.
Cup that is coming, when it would be. I did not know. So I researched. Is there going to be a World Cup in 2026? And then I discovered there is going to be a World Cup 2026.
Sure.
And this World Cup is going to be in America. Okay. Fast forward, still in 2018. I wake up. This now this vision is the last one. This is the main one.
That's the main one. You just got a date. What do you mean?
Yes, but this one that is coming is actually the main one. So I was sleeping one morning, early morning. I wake up. I'm awake now, not dreaming. I switch on the lights, and I'm reading my Bible. I read my Bible, and Jesus appears, as you know.
Yeah.
You guys are sitting opposite me. He appears in front of me in a white robe this time. I'm looking at him, and he says these words. From the time Israel became a nation in 1948, there will be 77 years to the Exodus. Now, he used the word Exodus, but he was talking about the rapture.
Okay. He's soon coming.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Remember, I'm not dreaming. I'm looking at him
Telling you.
as he's talking, without his mouth opened. Remember, he's speaking through his
The
mind.
spirits, yeah.
He says to me, on the 23rd and the 24th of September, 2025, I will come to take my church.
There's a date.
There is a date. On the 23rd and the 24th of September,
2025.
2025.
So what happens 2026 now?
2026, what he was telling me is that by June, the world is gearing up towards the World Cup, right? But by June, they think the World Cup will happen. But after the rapture of September 2025, the chaos that will be in the world, the destruction, the devastation that will be in the world after the rapture, there will be no World Cup 2026.
So it's like
in other words, the world,
he's coming to take his own. So which means the ones that are not in Christ, they are.
So my question. So I got a question. What does the 2026 soccer World Cup got to do with anything?
He had a vision.
I mean, like, listen. If that's the prophecy he received, listen, I'm not gonna question, but I just want to know, what does soccer 2026 got to do anything with God?
Absolutely nothing.
That's what I'm.
Why do they trust this man? Like, what has he done? I mean, I could tell you right now, back in 2015, that I knew Trump was going to be president again.
Mike Epps knew.
So, like, why do they trust this guy? I don't understand why we care about his visions and what he's predicting. What's his significance?
I have no clue.
I guess to them he's important. He's on a podcast and they seem tuned in.
They are all the way in it.
When I lived out in Africa, they're big on football, soccer. So maybe that's why he's tying it to soccer or whatever. But my thing is, if you're a religious leader and you have a church or whatever, and you know specifically that book also states, you know, God don't like false prophets. If that day came and passed and your shit still open, I'm not one to incite violence, but they should burn your shit the fuck down.
Yeah.
Go get a day job, nigga. Go work at a call center. This ain't for you. Because now it's written in stone that you a fucking liar. If God came and see you, why you ain't draw a picture of him and sell the picture and be like, this is what God really looked like. This is what I saw.
Black. Crazy.
Well, we know he's black, but still. Out of everybody in the world, he came and seen your dusty ass.
Was that a recent post?
Let me go. Let me see. I want to say yes. Let me see. When was this shit posted? Yeah, this was well, kind of recent, July 21st.
Yeah, so we already knew that the World Cup was supposed to be here next year.
Right.
Yeah.
And it might not happen with the way Trump was.
Right, that's why I was like, he might not be wrong. It just might not be because of the Lord.
Right.
Nah, the World Cup, they got too much money. It's gonna happen.
And well, are they even allowed into America
at
that point?
Right. I don't know.
All
of a sudden we're gonna open it up just for that? Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're not illegals. They're coming here to do a job and they're taking their ass back the fuck home.
I didn't say a job. Other people come from other countries to see the cup. And that would mean
illegal
that
either. They got a visitor's visa. You come watch your games and get the fuck on.
But we're removing even visitor visas. What do you mean?
Right now, he's probably removing them because he got to get all the dusty ass motherfucking dust mites the fuck up out of here. By the time that comes, it should be clean. It's just like everybody watching BMF right now. The whole reason Atlanta got cleaned the fuck up was for fucking Olympics. That's why all BMF and everybody went and they had a special fucking police force going in and enforcing all. These motherfuckers are the ones that sell us the drugs that we sell to each other. So when this shit hit the fan and it's time to clean up, they know how to come and clean up. Just like Gavin Newsom out there talking about, now he's trying to put some law in place talking about
you can't wear a face mask. You shouldn't.
I can't wear face masks. Well,
no, sure, I agree.
Yeah, you agree, but it's not gonna work. It's stupid.
We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out.
The feds always outlaw state. The ICE works for the feds. So the feds get to do whatever the fuck they want to do in anybody's state. Just like marijuana. Just because it's state legal don't mean that if you cross borders into somewhere else that it's not legal, that you're not going smooth the fuck to jail. It's state legal here to have marijuana. My job has federal contracts. I can't smoke. If I fail a drug test for marijuana, they don't give 9 shits. You're the fuck out of here because we have government contracts. So the feds always trump. So all that shit is performative.
They usually do, but there's supposed to be an agreement from the governor.
Yeah, because I live in California and I work federally as well, but I'm a contractor of it. And we moved into, we don't even check for marijuana anymore because it's so convoluted on how marijuana works. Because
it ain't that it's convoluted. Niggas ain't trying to lose their good employees. They know their best.
If it's legal in the state, we don't check for marijuana.
Yeah, because it's legal here, and even though federal, it's not. It does make it because then you can sue us for being. There's a whole bunch, so now we don't even check for it.
Yeah, they're not finna check for that shit. They best employee. They're not gonna lose a 15, 20-year employee.
No, I'm talking about people coming in. We're talking about people coming in. We drug test for people coming in, and so now we're just picking it off because it's too much to sue us for not. We shouldn't even know. We shouldn't. And so so it is.
I've seen at my job. If you're not worth your weight in salt, they don't give a fuck coming in or not. You're not getting the job. If you're worth your weight, they're gonna just act like that shit ain't show up on the test. So
then you can get sued about it later if someone else says something, and then they're gonna read that you were discriminating.
They're not gonna tell you why they didn't hire you.
No. I mean, if someone comes down later on and a situation happens and then someone sues, they're going to then look at all the previous people that you've hired, and they're going to look at all of them and see that you have now discriminated against some and some not because of what they can bring, which then you've proven the point of that you're going to be sued. Like, it's called discrimination.
It's not discrimination if you don't know the reason you were hired to begin with.
I'm talking about when someone sues that company.
They can sue all they want, and the company is going to say that that's not why we didn't hire you. We just had a better candidate, like they always do with the emails.
Maybe I'm not saying this right, but that's
you have to be notified. If you fail a drug test, you have to be notified.
And then if you hire them,
if you don't
hire someone else,
right?
And later on, when it comes down that you are now discriminating because of certain things, you hired one that had a dirty drug test, but didn't hire the other one. It's not going to go well. You're going to,
if you don't drug test them and you drug test everybody else, you can still be sued.
Yeah, it's just discrimination.
I'm going to let you have that one because I know what I seen.
Yeah.
We ain't going to be stuck on that all night.
But any final thoughts on the Rapture?
Yeah.
Y'all scared? Y'all scared that because tomorrow the last day?
No, I don't want to be taken right now.
No, I'm not. Stay here with my child.
Right.
I'm here.
Stay safe and
don't
alive themselves.
It said in the beginning, God created heavens and earth. Right now, I'm on earth, and I'm enjoying this motherfucker.
I hope they can get their cars back.
Huh?
I was just saying, I hope they can get their cars or another car, and they're not financially strapped.
Yeah, he ain't getting no car.
They're not getting their car back. Dummies right now wonder why they can't get no used cars for the cheap after they done sold all that shit to cash for clunkers. Good luck.
They better have some money.
Listen, all they finna do, they gonna give it a couple days to shit die out. They gonna come back on. Hey man, make sure you put money in the cash app, dog.
Oh, they finna get they Umar cake.
They finna get it on. They finna get it on.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, bless the cash app. Bless the cash app.
Piece of Pan
Bless the
Africanism.
cash
Piece
app.
of Pan Africanism.
Piece of no transportation. I need a car.
Listen, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm and hit the bell notification. So I don't want to spend too much time on this because we had a long discussion about this, but Rajah Jackson, y'all remember the kid who went into a wrestling ring and just pretty much body slam another wrestler and put him in the hospital.
Tore him up.
Because of foundational issues, but but now we just seen that Buddy's getting arrested now. So we're gonna play this little video and then we'll give our thoughts on it. All right.
It's like you next.
Yeah, you saw that look.
Yeah.
You look dead at my boy. Said, "Hey, yeah, what you filming for, bro?" Like, yeah, he gonna remember you. You better move.
He definitely had that look like, fucking kill your ass when I get out.
I'm walking slow as hell.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Well, we knew the thing is we knew it was going.
Yeah, that's great. How long he had to sleep on that? Like he knew that was gonna happen. Just to chill on it for how long? It's been like a couple weeks.
Yeah,
he had a good minute.
A solid minute.
What did he get charged with? Do we know?
Oh, let me see. What he
felony assault.
Felony assault.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, he lucky. He'll be out in 2 seconds.
Don't they give you time to come in? Like you've got to X amount of date or whatever to turn yourself in. They don't do that. Like how'd they end up at his house? Why didn't he just go?
He probably ain't turned himself in.
It depends on what you've done and whatever. Being that he left the scene, they didn't have initial contact with him, so they just went ahead and just did the investigation. And they probably had him on like flight bans and all types of stuff, so they knew where he was at. So once they investigate, it's kind of like the same thing with the David case.
Yeah,
David was on tour. His management company canceled the tour.
Yeah,
the cops aren't really tripping because the motherfuckers got tour dates.
Yeah.
So we know on this date you supposed to be here, this date you supposed to be there. But the shit got so out of hand, and I think they might have suspended his passport, so he had to cancel all the international dates. But then shit just kept coming out, and companies slowly starting to try and back away from him. I just seen an update a couple hours ago, some other crazy shit, but it's not really on him. But it just make him look bad too.
What happened to old boy? Where's the guy that he beat up? How he doing?
I think he recovering now.
Yeah, I think he's good.
Yeah, they say he's back home. They say he's back home. I think they have to repair his jaw. Like a couple of his teeth got knocked out, so them is gone or whatever. But the dude was like, Roger really kind of went overboard with the retaliation, so to speak. So he's pretty much saying, persecute him within the fullest extent of the law, pretty much.
I would too. Hell.
I wonder if he got to press charges. If he doesn't, then they'll let him go, or is this just like a statement? Like,
I think it's a state.
If it's that bad, they're gonna press charges for you.
Well, it's felony assault, so his ass could.
Yeah, he done.
So there might be press charges now.
Yeah, he could press charges and add more to it, but off the dribble, dude's already fucked off because they deem it as felony assault.
So I want to like rampage, like do that cattle kill and just say, "Yo, just leave it alone."
Hard way to learn a lesson.
Well, the thing is, with state and feds, whatever they find you guilty for, it don't matter if anybody else try to come and talk for you. You still got to serve whatever the fuck they put on the table. So, like, let's say me and you get into a fight, and you like, oh, nah, leave him alone. It's good. It's good. If the state of Arizona still like, oh, yeah, it's good with you, that's cool, but it was still assault. I got to go sit down for whatever that assault guideline maps out.
Yeah, I got it. So yeah, he definitely probably gonna do some time.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be full felony though. I think they'll drop it to something lower, but he's definitely doing time.
I don't think so. That was recorded, live streamed, and everybody can see it. They're not gonna let him get off that light.
He is black.
It's California. California move weird, so
yeah.
I'm like, we do move a little weird over here. That's why I'm like, felony. But they'll get him for something. He's black too, so
he a first time offender. So ain't no telling what they gonna do with him. It ain't like little Boosie. They catch little Boosie with a water gun in California. It's over.
Right.
Oh wow, he said he didn't want to press charges.
He what?
The victim. He didn't want to press charges. That's crazy.
Oh, now he did it? That's
what they're saying.
He big pissed. And he might as well go after old buddy who put that battery in his back too. At this point, who put the battery in Raja's back? He might as well go after him too. Go ahead and sue him real quick.
I'm pretty sure he didn't know that he was going to do that. I'm pretty sure they do that all the time. They have a word for it, whatever word that they use. So he probably didn't think that it was going to be what it was, but
it could be used against him.
Yeah, but if you didn't want to press charges,
it could be used against him. That led up to it. So I mean,
but shit. Even if Buddy don't want to press charges, the venue could still press charges. I mean, you did that shit in front of kids and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, everybody in there can.
It's too many valuables.
Want money, bro. They want money. They don't want to go to jail or not.
Yeah, that was a good show for them. Even though he ended up in the hospital.
I'm pretty sure got fucked up. I'm pretty sure he'd rather have money than him going to jail. He don't want justice. He wants some fucking money. I mean, he's doing backyard wrestling.
Now I think he want both, bro. That's damn near. That's borderline humiliation.
It's one thing to want money and sign up for something that could possibly kill me, but we know that in the contract we're not trying to kill each other. Versus somebody just going straight up off the cuff, off script, like blackout, red eyes. I'm finna murder this dude because, I mean, that's how I view it. Shit, everybody that was there should do a bid. All the motherfuckers that took longer than 5 minutes to go break the shit up should go do 90 days community service. Cali dirty.
Finding community service.
Yeah,
that's not enough.
I don't know. If I was standing on the side, I probably wouldn't have jumped in either because I literally thought it was staged. You know what I mean? But obviously, I'm one right there. I didn't see blood come out his face. So, I mean, but that probably happened within a couple seconds.
Mm-hmm.
It's a couple seconds, but these are trained combat professionals. So at a certain point in time, looking at a fight, you know what's staged and what's real. Once you see Buddy done blacked out, everybody should have been in there trying to break it up. Yeah. Honestly, old dude, the little Mucha Lucha looking ass nigga that came out after on the sidewalk trying to antagonize dude, that dude should do like a 6-month bid.
No, the dude that pinned him after they got him off of that dude probably should do something.
It's part of the show.
In 4 months.
Part of the show. And even the victim of it, he was very much the show. Like, whatever that word, the other word they use, like, you're not going to do something, like, you're not going to, and when he didn't know about it. So
that motherfucking referee should do like 45 days. So why the fuck did you even do a count?
He counted?
Like when they're knocked out or whatever, they have to do the 1, 2, 3. Like, so I know for them, it was probably the show. Like, they were just like, we need to finish it all, even though that man needed to be surgery.
It's kind of, that ain't the same like you and your homeboys fighting and you see some dude just smashing dude's head of the concrete. You know they really fight. You need to stop that. I don't know. I don't know about this right here. This is it's a little, I don't know. It was fucked up what he did, but I don't know if that like because it is a show. I don't know if you would catch it that quick. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was only a couple seconds. When they did see it, I think they ran over that. Then they were like, "All right, stop."
I would have caught it after like the second hit. Like, hold up, Buddy ain't slow his fist down or nothing. He ain't punching the canvas. He actually connected. Because I mean, half of that shit performative. Like they'll make shit look like it's hitting and it's not. So when you see that it's real connects, somebody should have been off in there.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, motherfuckers know when to stop fighting when it's a street fight and that gun come out.
Hey, that's true. He was scatter like roaches out there.
Way different.
I don't even wait that long. The moment I start hearing a little yelling, it's my time to go.
Yeah. Peace.
I don't think playing those games. If I see a T-shirt coming up off one edge only, I'm gone. If it ain't both hands on the T-shirt, if it's only one hand on the T-shirt, I'm gone.
These guys have it.
I miss house parties. It used to be fun when we were young. They can't do that shit anymore. Absolutely not.
I'm straight. I don't miss house parties. Too many of them bitches got shot up.
When it was good, before, everybody started getting all weird.
Even when it was good, I'm cool.
Yeah, it's good.
Because now I'm wondering which ones were supposed to get shot up that didn't. I'm cool.
Oh, nah.
All right. No more final thoughts on this? None? Cool.
I mean, shit. It is what it is. Go sit down, do your time, get out. Hopefully there's still something for you.
Hey, we all talking about is that cat Carmelo? Is he still out waiting for a trial?
Who?
Carmelo Anthony?
Carmelo?
Yeah. Is he still out?
I thought they picked him up on murder.
Yeah, that's what I thought they did too.
Oh, so he is in jail.
Yeah, they picked him up on a body. Last I remember, at least.
Well, I knew that was gonna happen, but I know he bailed out, so I didn't know they actually.
Yeah, the only dude that's still free right now is that David dude, but they trying to well, our social media compadres are trying to frame him as if he's running, but I don't really see it as running, but I can see where they trying to spin a story to get views.
Yeah, everything I've heard is been compliant. I mean, you literally made songs about that girl, and she was barely 15.
Y'all talking about that one?
Who y'all talking about now?
David, the singer. He had Celeste in his trunk.
Did they pick him up?
Nah, not yet.
No, they haven't picked him up yet.
It's gonna be a while.
He's staying quiet right now too, so that's another smart thing to do.
Multiple songs about her.
He's holding on for last bit
romantic
of
homicide. Like, what, sir?
I know you didn't came out way before that fucking issue happened.
That whole thing is crazy. It was his car, body in the car, and it was just abandoned.
It don't matter. He was out of town.
Yeah, it was picked up somewhere.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that gotta be like a setup or something. That's kind of wild.
Maybe if he didn't do it, yeah. But he obviously cared for her to a certain point. But even in the songs he was talking about or whatever, that they had an issue or something like that. So.
I mean,
they put out some video about them having some secret that they couldn't expose, and she accidentally slipped up and said something, and then he like shut down the live or whatever video they were doing. They were like, "We'll talk about it later," or "We gotta go," or whatever.
What?
But how's this girl missing? Like, did they break up or like they weren't friends no more? Like, what's the justification?
She's been missing since she was 13.
13?
Mm-hmm. So it's been like 2 years of her missing, and she told her mom that she was dating a guy named David.
And they supposedly had a video.
That girl wasn't missing. That girl ran away from home. They knew exactly where the fuck she was at. And being that she was probably rebelling, they was putting out wanted posters like, "We didn't tell you to leave," type shit. She
13?
Could have ran away. There's a lot of kids that run away. I see that.
I believe that at 13 too. Yeah, I definitely.
They think they know too much.
Yeah, she ran away. She came back. She ran away again. Then I think she came back and ran away a third time, and then after that was
she never came back.
Whatever.
How old was that fool?
Oh,
I think when he met her, when he first met her, he was 18. So 2 years. So I think what? How 15? So 2 years after that, so 20.
Mm-mm.
So
Wait,
20
hold on.
years.
Would be 15 now, right?
Yeah, she would be 15 now, so it makes him 20.
So shit, 5. Yeah, damn.
That's too young.
Not good. That
I
ain't
don't even
good
know
either.
what you have to talk about when you're that young of an age difference.
I hate when
When you
y'all
get
do
older,
this
it's
shit like
different.
marrying a
Okay,
million.
So listen, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with the age difference, but at 20, and you can still kind of relate, so to speak, at that age.
No, I don't have anything to talk about when I'm 20 years old with a 15-year-old.
It sound like your life boring then.
Nothing.
Y'all capping.
That sound like your life boring.
Y'all listen to the same music, watching the same movies at the same age.
That's so surface level.
It don't matter. What
it's
you
still something to talk about.
You're not going into
y'all in different places. No, unless the girl is really, really fast.
Listen, I'm not even having deep conversations with grown folks. So I know.
Shit.
I know that's cap.
Are y'all sure 20? I think he's older than that.
My daughter is 13 right now.
He's
She
20, bro.
got with an 18-year-old.
Let me see.
Absolutely not. I'll murder him.
Right.
Murder him immediately. I'll go to jail right now. No.
What they said is he would have been 18, but still, either way.
Absolutely not.
Y'all be promoting all these fucking women having fucking sugar daddies and shit.
That's too grown ass adults.
So he was 18.
What the fuck do they have to talk about that they relate to if it's a 30-year gap?
Once you hit a certain age, then you're more in I don't know. It's giving predatory when you're talking right now. Just saying.
I don't give a fuck what it's giving. You can keep your therapy talk over there because I don't go to the trainer. In the real world, people have things they can relate to. That nigga might like the regular show. She might like the regular show. They talking about the cartoons. They go to the anime conventions. There's a lot of things you can relate to. Y'all be at work being best friends with motherfucker that's on oxygen that's 90 years old, and y'all be talking about motherfucking MASH and Jeopardy.
Kids are off limits, period.
I think y'all
you guys are literally defending.
No, I think y'all missing the point. Hold up.
What's weird is you trying to fucking twist it into defending people because y'all trying to push y'all traumas on everybody else.
I'm not trying to push nothing on nobody else. I'm protecting the children.
So I think y'all conflating the two.
The nigga was a child.
Hold up. I think you're conflating the two though. Because we're not agreeing with the fact that he was dating a 13, a 15, a 13-year-old. We're not talking about that. The point that we're talking about is the conversation. That's not so far removed. That's just a 5-year difference, right? That's a 5-year difference. There are people that's dating today that are 5 years apart. And what can a 30-year-old have in common with a 25-year-old if you want to use that knowledge, right? A 20-year-old is not that far removed in regards to what they think, because again, their frontal lobe isn't fully developed. They're only 20 years old. So they still have childish ways. They still watch probably cartoons, anime and shit. They watch the same type of shit, listen to the same type of music, watch the same type of movies. So they're not far removed. I'm not agreeing with the fact that he was dating to a third. I'm not disputing that. I'm just talking in regards to the conversation and what they have in relatability. That's it. So yeah, they do have. You still
you can talk to anybody, but you're not getting into a relationship with them at a young age and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I was just addressing the conversation that I was just addressing the fact that what do you have in common part? Yeah, a 20-year-old, an 18-year-old, and a 13-year-old. Yeah, you are still having shit.
I mean, I like playing video games with my daughter, but I'll play video games with my daughter.
When I was a senior in high school, I wouldn't even kick with a freshman. So I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know, not a 13-year-old, man. I'm sorry, bro. I can't look out on that one, bro. Yeah. No, shit. Exactly. You're right. He should have been stuck on his ego.
So everybody ain't you.
Well, most people do. Most people are stuck on their ego, especially at that age. You ain't kicking nobody that young. It's like, man, I'm not kicking with you.
Little babies.
No, yeah. If Shorty running away and you the one harboring a runaway or whatever, then yeah. Then Ashley can go off and be like, that's weird. But when we talking about relating, like, it's a lot of stuff you can relate to. Like, miss me with that bullshit. If not,
and why you latched on to relating, as we were just talking about a man dating a child, and now you're trying to put them together. A conversation, sure. I personally wouldn't do it, but I'm not saying that part is wrong. But I do think if you are talking to a child on relating to being in a relationship, the shit is fucking weird. It's weird.
Do you realize that?
And for her parents to say she ran away, That's a big deal. For her,
You
for her
realize a
parents not to know
relationship
where
is a
she's at and
lifelong
she's with
fucking
you.
commitment to a conversational partner.
I don't understand why you're grabbing onto now like some whole extra. I think we're both, I hope we're both on the same page as what I was discussing as in a grown man dating a child was weird. Can we just agree to that? And then if we're going to talk about then older, that's a completely different conversation. And then relating and just conversation is also completely different as well. If you want to talk to a child as just a relatable at that time, sure. What I was discussing was something totally different.
I guess y'all can have that shit. Cause y'all always trying to fucking demonize folk and everybody's weird and get all into this neck semantics and bullshit.
When we didn't demonize Summer for dating that old man.
And that's a fucking problem too. What can she fucking do with his wrinkled ass balls? What they relate to?
Now you got a problem with it.
Money. They both can spend money.
She was still trying to figure out how
You didn't demonize her. She was fine.
I mean, honestly, I don't give a fuck about other people's business. That's their business. I know I wouldn't do it, so that's me. But if we gonna have to dive into people's business because we on Front Street right now talking about shit, there, no matter the age, you can find a conversation to have with somebody.
Of course,
conversation is fine. Dating
but running off
different when they're a
taking them
child.
somewhere that her parents don't know.
Dating's different, but the legal age for fucking relationships is still 16, which is weird to me. But if your parents sign off on marriage at 16, you can run off happily ever after with who the fuck they signed you off to.
I also think that's weird.
That shouldn't be it.
And that's the majority of
trying to lower it at that, and I think it's
I heard
crazy.
It's not really crazy when everybody was trying to vote for Kamala Harris. That's what y'all vote for.
Shit, that wasn't her thing she was pushing.
Right, and that's being pushed right now. What are you talking about?
She was pushing gay people. What you thought was next? You think these niggas like
We're
booty all
doing
the
too
time?
much. You're doing too much.
They don't want the booty with the wrinkles on it. They want that smooth back.
You're doing too much. Gay people don't want no babies.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You said what?
How you think they indoctrinate motherfuckers? You think they
They
gonna
do
get
want
the
babies.
90-year-old?
Them pastors and them preachers and the pedophile. Well, I don't know if we can say that they want the babies, but not just because you gay don't mean you want a baby. You want some young thing.
Right. That's
like
the one.
Oh, you mean dating? Oh, you mean want a baby as far as dating? I got you. Okay.
You let the little weirdos in the middle of the pack fucking swim through.
I think it's a little
I mean,
odd.
that's everywhere, but you can't just say that in general.
I think it's real odd when to fucking demonize me every time I say something.
No one's
That's what
demonizing
it
you.
is.
Stop.
Because I know they ain't teach that at the trainer.
Just because we disagree doesn't mean I'm demonizing you.
His feelings is hurt. He need to go to therapy.
I know. I see him. It's a little nerve on there. Sending you a virtual hug.
Oh, he got that hard.
Oh man.
I don't need nobody therapy. Ain't nothing wrong with me.
So listen.
I didn't say you did.
I like it. So listen, let's go to this next topic since we already on the topic of dating. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B. Cardi B. F1 B. Offset.
She disappointed me too, but I'll let it rock before we get there.
Don't worry, we gonna get there. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into it, y'all. Everybody already know about it already. It's Cardi B, so she's in everybody's algorithm for the most part. So I'm gonna play two different videos. One, them talking about the topic, and then we're gonna get into what Cardi B actually said in the interview. All right. So let's go ahead and rock out. But this is funny. Oh, hold up.
The MVP of fatherhood. Following the news that he and girlfriend Cardi B are expecting their first baby together, the New England Patriots wide receiver is sharing his excitement about being a new father. Leaving several comments on the rapper's September 17th Instagram post talking about her new album, tour, and pregnancy, Stefan writes, 100% team boy. The NFL player, who's already dad to 8-year-old daughter Nova from a previous relationship, then adds, thinking of Spanish names right now. These sweet comments from Stefan come shortly after Cardi announced that the couple would be welcoming their first child together. With the mom of 3 who shares kids' culture, wave, and blossom with estranged husband Offset, revealing the happy news during an interview on CBS Mornings with Gayle King, September 17th.
I'm having a baby with my boyfriend, Stefan. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. How are you feeling about that? And that this will be baby number 4?
Since he already playing, I'm gonna go to
We
it.
have got to the point where literally any.
Not that. That ain't it.
We talk about it.
Well, yes,
You
I am. I'm having a baby with my boyfriend, Stefan Diggs.
Cardi B pregnant, expecting baby number 4.
What does it mean to be a mother?
It means everything. It's like a feeling that it's undescribable. It's like love, joy. It's a switch.
And that switch just got cranked up a notch. Cardi revealing the happy news to CBS Mornings anchor Gayle King.
I'm actually I'm excited. I'm happy. I feel like I'm in a good space. I feel very strong. I feel very powerful that I'm doing all this work, but I'm doing all this work while I'm creating a baby. Me and my man, we're very supportive of each other. We're like in the same space in our careers. Me and him think the same way. Like, it's like, yeah, we're one of the greatest, but what's next? What we doing again? We do it again. We have to do it again all the time. It's not like we're never like comfortable. We just want to keep doing it.
I love everything about motherhood. It's a new experience for me because it's like I'm up all night. I'm sucking her boogers. I'm making sure that she's breathing. I'm making sure that she don't suck on the pacifier and the nose and the stuffiness at the same time. It's a lot, but I love everything.
The 32-year-old rapper became a mom in 2018 when she and her now ex-husband Offset welcomed their daughter Culture.
I feel very happy. I feel like I want to work. I feel very energetic to keep on going, like powerful, like a woman.
The former couple went on to have 2 more kids, son Wave and daughter Blossom. But their romance fizzled, and Cardi found love again with the NFL wide receiver.
There's a song called Safe.
Yeah,
Is he somebody that makes you feel safe?
very safe.
The rapper's got a lot to celebrate these days. Her second album, Am I the Drama, drops Friday.
Yep.
And Cardi, we hope you got around to telling your folks your big baby news.
I haven't even told my parents.
No way, Cardi.
I haven't told my parents. They just be looking at me like,
Cardi. Wait. Back up. Why haven't you told them?
Because I'm scared of them. I'm very scared of my parents.
So, ladies, who want to take this?
I love Cardi, so
Of course you do.
I'm not gonna say too much. I don't love her because of her music. I don't love her because of her crazy attitude and some of the stuff that she does I don't agree with, but she has a good, genuine heart. She has a good mind. And from what I can see, she seems like to be a very loving, very caring, very careful mother to her kids. I'm a little for me, in my personal opinion, I'm a little disappointed that she decided to have another kid with another dad. I think that dynamic can be a little too much and not very healthy. But outside of that, I feel like her kids will be okay for the most part. But I mean, she's gonna do what she wants to do.
You must ain't heard them videos where it ain't like on ETV. She be fucking flipping the fuck out.
I mean, she crazy as hell.
Yeah,
She's still a human.
I like her. I liked who she is as a person. Overall, outside of all the antics and stuff, I think she's very funny. She seems very genuine, very caring. I'm sure she'll go to the end of the earth for her kids, but that's her decision. I would not want 2 baby daddies or 3 or 4 or any more than 1.
Well, she for sure gonna have 3 because her and Stefan ain't gonna last. That's for sure. So
It's
she'll at
very
least have
soon.
3.
It's very soon in their relationship.
Yo, it's just not gonna happen. No way it's gonna last. It just ain't gonna last. But I mean, you'll see. I mean, it could be 5 years, but definitely gonna last. I mean, my thing is on him, bro. Like, I don't get. I mean, you know what? I was young at one time, and stupid, and I've said some of the dumb stuff I've done. Right? So I can't really crash on him that much. But Jesus, man, you seen how their relationship was? It's kind of public. Like her and Offset. Like, why would you even sign up for that? Like, I don't. Yeah, that's just stupid to me. That's just stupid. I don't know. That's crazy. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'll leave it at that one.
Yeah, I fucks with Cardi hard. So,
Of course.
do I think some of her decisions aren't the best? Sometimes, but I do think, like Kay was saying, I think that she's genuine. I've loved her before of her music. So, and she's smart. I think she's a really good mom from what I'm seeing. She's got the time, she's got the money. Could she waited a smidge longer to have another baby just because they're so new? Sure. But I think she's gonna be a great mom. I understand she had 3 kids with a man who didn't deserve her, and so she's happy. I'm here for it.
Oh man, y'all, wow.
He literally cheated on her multiple times, and you're gonna say that I'm wild for it?
No. I think they both are just toxic. So I mean, I wouldn't say that like she got like the short end of the stick. She was a freaking stripper, man. I mean, come on, like
everybody knew that. Everybody knew that. So
right.
Hold up. And she was drugging niggas, thieving niggas too. Yep. Let's throw that in there too.
They know these people knew who she was. It's not. This isn't nothing surprising.
Again, they both are wild. But and another thing is, you can't tell me. You can't tell me. I won't believe it that she did not at some point in some kind of way cheat on that motherfucker. Before or after, I don't care. Whatever. It ain't no way I would ever believe that she did not.
Why do we care?
I just you know something happened when they were hooked up. He did something.
People can't grow and be better. Like when she started putting out music, she stopped stripping. She stopped having all the antics. When she started having kids, she became a better person and a better mom. So and it's been years.
She tried to do it.
So it's like, why can't she change?
I mean, no, you can't. I mean, no. But the thing is, y'all see what y'all want to see. You just don't want to. You don't see like actually what's going on. Y'all just see what you want to see. You want to see
what's
stuff
going
like
on that we don't want to see, that we're refusing to see? What do you see that we're not seeing?
Just that she cheated.
Just some ratchet shit that's going on. Her. Like I said, like the relationship they had together. My whole thing is, it kind of paint her like she was a victim. Like like
who said she was a victim?
Hey, like Kim.
She is a victim.
Ashley just said, "Hey, Offset cheated on her. Like she deserved better."
She's a victim. She's a literal victim.
Deserve better than to be publicly cheated on several times.
Well,
Anybody deserves
that. He probably didn't say nothing, but I'm pretty sure.
He did say something. He was on social media just like she was. That's why we heard a lot of the stuff, and a lot of times she was replying to his stupid shit.
Yes,
so they were both going back and forth. Neither one of them are victims. They just had a toxic relationship.
I'm not saying that he is not toxic, but
she's a victim.
So I'm like, you just putting words in her mouth. Like,
okay, both of them are victims. And if you want to go that route, now she's with somebody else, and he knew all that. He knew all her business and still chose her.
Yeah.
Who's the both? All right, fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off the porch. So boom. First and foremost, shout out to the Bronx. We in the building. Cardi B ain't do no wrong in my eyes. Now, as many layers to cut this cake down. Boom. Who cares about her history? You want to say she was a stripper? Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. This is why I'm disappointed in her. After Offset did whatever he did, she should have just rode off into the sunset with her kids. So, yes, I agree with the whole having a baby right now is too soon. Whatever, she should never had another baby to begin with. Because then she could have proved that you can turn a hoe into a housewife. Because she was doing the shit that she was doing in the beginning of her life based off survival. She got put up in the house, and you did not once ever see her fucking go back and relapse on any of the shit that she was doing before she got put up as a wife. So she tried. That nigga kept playing in her motherfucking face, which allowed her to unlock the pettiness in her. And she got petty and was trying to, if you could do bad, I could do bad too. Went around. She got the biggest, most brolic fucking single nigga she could find at the time and rode the fuck out that nigga dick and let him bust all off in her. And that's why we in this situation now. But everybody's so quick to condemn all these females. Y'all want everybody to be a hoe. Sierra ran off with old dude and everybody talking about, he a lame and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. That's another person they tried to paint to be a hoe. And clearly she's a motherfucking housewife and she put up and she fucking dropping babies out the wazoo.
They never said she was a hoe. They said he was lame. It
Yeah,
doesn't
we
say
ain't call her no. Nobody call her a hoe.
he said he's lame. That's it. It was not that she's a hoe.
They
I
called
think
him
that's
lame.
a good girl.
They were calling Sierra a hoe when she was fucking. They still call Sierra a
Her
hoe
with
because they like, oh,
Future.
you
I
married.
don't hear nobody calling her a hoe.
I don't hear nobody calling her a hoe.
I don't hear nobody calling her.
Well,
Now I do hear they say that Future.
videos because they was clearly calling her a hoe, talking about how are you married and you still do music and whoop de whoop as if that wasn't her job.
What I do hear is the fact that she knew that Future was who he was and she still decided to get with him and have a baby bound. That's what we do hear. Never hear about her being a hoe though. But we do hear about how Russ is a lame because of that. But in this situation too, though, she also understood who the fuck she was getting in a relationship with too. So no, she ain't no victim. She ain't no victim.
Or y'all got selective.
She ain't no victim either though. But she ain't no victim either though. So if you're gonna say that Cardi's a victim, shit, Offset a victim too. She knew what she was getting into, just like
how was Offset a victim?
What you mean how? They ain't legally divorced.
Okay, so how was he a victim?
Why she got a baby?
Why was he fucking going around fucking other bitches when that wasn't a part of the agreement?
Same reason why she got with him and he already
y'all can miss me with this shit.
Nah, nigga, you ain't. Nah, if you gotta be even on both sides. She knew who she was getting into.
The leader, and you as the leader went out and you was playing in that bitch face. You gotta take everything that come with her fucking rebuttal to your shit.
Bullshit. She knew who she was getting into a relationship with.
Some head at home. It's head at home.
She knew who she was getting into bed with. She knew what nigga she was getting in bed with. She knew what nigga she was getting in bed with. No, I get it. You can go for the ratchets all day, but absolutely, we gonna hold both sides accountable. We ain't gonna just hold one side accountable. Absolutely not. She knew what she was getting into, just like he knew what she was getting into. Both of them motherfuckers victims. You want to play that game? No.
She didn't know that after marriage, that nigga was finna go out there and be cheating. Or she most likely probably wouldn't even say yes to the shit.
I think she did hope that he wouldn't.
Like
that's fine. She
was serious.
We laughed.
She was serious. She tried
it.
If she did it, I don't think Offset would say nothing. He's not gonna put it on. He's not gonna put it on the news if she went fucked off with someone else. You don't think she probably fucked with some other chicks? I bet that probably went down.
They was doing that together.
I know. So like that right there is crazy. You bring another girl in, and now it's like, all right, but you go. That's just messy, bro. Like I don't get it, man. It's just messy. Like how do you have rules at that point?
Because you're supposed to
a whole lot of stuff if you don't have it.
We get on AOL Blue Internet every week in, week out, and talk about how the man is the leader and blah, blah, blah. If he let his dick outside the house to go fuck some motherfucking bitches, and that wasn't a part of their agreement, and she done came back 2, 3, 4 times after the shit was publicly blown out the water. It ain't like some shit that was behind the scenes. This nigga did this shit publicly, and she took him back, bought him gifts and all that. He still played in her face. What do you expect the bitch to do when the square root of her one was hoe?
I'm not saying she should have left him. That's cool. Leave him.
So she reverted to what she knows.
Yeah, but that ain't.
So he cheated. How many times he cheated on her?
I think 4 or 5.
How many times he cheated on her?
We only know about public. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was more than that too. Probably.
Okay. So as far as we know, how many times did he cheat on her?
From their conversations, what they put out there, I believe it was 3 times.
So if it was 3 times, she took him back 3 times. So again, where's she a victim at?
What do you mean? Was she a victim at?
Where's she a victim? She took him back 3 times.
Oh, that means she tried.
Tried what? First time I'll give it to you. Cool, nigga. You took him back 2 more times.
They say
what's your victim at?
Love makes you do crazy.
Nah, man, y'all niggas wild, but I can't believe y'all wild for that.
Well, then if you said once, you give her the chance on one, that victim still sticks because it happened. She doesn't lose her victimhood just because more.
And this is proof that women don't leave right away. There has to be something that has to be done. We don't leave over one argument. We don't leave over one situation. We stay there and we try to work it out. Just to circle back to our last couple conversations, we don't leave right away.
Your husband, nigga, 3 times.
Well, everybody knows.
Okay, that's not proof. But
it is. But okay,
it's 100% proof. What are you talking about?
Like it is.
How is it not?
The rules are different when you marry.
Exactly. You give chances and opportunities.
Y'all wild tonight.
So wait, y'all sit
I'm
up here and
disappointed.
praise
I'm
Clarissa
disappointed.
Shields.
I'm
Y'all sit up
disappointed.
here and praise Clarissa Shields for fucking dating Papoose when he was a Remy Ma or whatever. And then now all of a sudden she the fucking demon because she used to strip?
What?
Oh,
No,
no,
bro.
that's cool. Y'all got it.
No.
Y'all got it. Y'all hold it now.
Did he cheat on Remy to get with Clarissa?
No.
Awesome.
No.
They broke up.
Hold on. Oh, you talking about before? You talking about after
Papoose
she
was still with Remy.
You talking about after she fully disrespected him, right?
Oh, so if you disrespect him, then it's okay.
So now it's different. All right, I got you.
No, I said no. I said fully
No,
disrespected because last time I checked, she cheated on him first, and then he went in, and then he went
And
and
he
did.
cheated
But
on and fucking Offset cheated on Cardi first.
after the fact, right?
Offset cheated on Cardi first.
No, I'm talking about Papoose.
What happened with Papoose?
Remy Ma cheated on him and left him, even though he held her down while she was in jail. Even though he was
up.
What? They wasn't broke
When he
up.
started talking to Clarissa, they wasn't broke up.
That's what I heard too.
But she cheated first, though. That's my point.
It don't fucking matter because you talking about Cardi can't go get no fucking new dick. I think she was married.
I'm confused right now.
We gonna keep it funky or not?
Hey, Cardi can leave when she want to. That ain't what we talking.
They are married.
Yeah, that ain't. At least that's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, fuck it. I guess they both. The only reason we started this shit is because Ashley was trying to make it look like she was a victim. Like she got you know what I mean? Like I'm like, no, bro, she in the game.
She is a victim.
She's no fucking victim.
She is a victim.
You guys are odd.
100%
whatever.
She's a literal fucking victim.
Not a victim, not at all. That'd be like me, like being like, you know, if she did cheat on Offset and he be pissed about it, they're like, bro, you fucking married a stripper. What do you expect? Are you kidding me? Like,
they'll be dragging him through the mud.
I didn't even hear that. I'd be like, yo, you married a stripper, bro. What you doing? Come on. Like, you gotta be smarter than that.
I posed this question on TikTok. I literally posed this question on TikTok.
Shit, like when y'all go
These
to the hospital,
niggas would be dragging. They would be dragging Offset through the mud.
It doesn't even matter if she's a stripper. They're both celebrities.
If was flipped around, if the situation was different, if this was Offset and the other one was Cardi B, y'all would be dragging Offset through the goddamn mud.
I did before. Every time he cheated on her, I do not think that he's a good person. I don't
think Cardi B a good person either.
And that's okay.
Why she not a good person?
I call a spade a spade.
Cardi's a great person.
Why she not a good person?
Cardi's wonderful.
What you mean? Why she's not?
The bitch tried. She released a song. Be careful with
me.
me.
Nigga, you can try as much as you want to. That don't erase shit that you can do it. What you talking about?
I don't understand why people can't grow in your world and be better.
What are you talking about, bro?
Well, what's growing though?
You can evolve and become a better human than who you were when you were 16. I'm pretty sure all of you are not the same person of who you were when you were 16. And I'm pretty sure you did some dumbass shit. And if it was publicly known, you would want people to then understand that you have evolved to the person that you are right now. But what you're saying is, nah. I'm still that same person that I was 16 and everybody needs to hold me accountable to that. And I think
the base we're talking about sex. We're talking about the mainly reason I figured they broke up.
You would mess with somebody who is that problem. You would be like, damn, if someone knew,
you're not monogamous to me. You're not monogamous to me. That's the main thing we're talking about.
Everybody in the club.
That's the main thing we're talking about. We're not talking about you don't steal no more. We ain't talking about you don't do drugs no more. We're talking about like you ain't like the reason we're breaking up is because there was infidelities. That's what I'm trying to say. And that kind of shit like that, that's what it comes back to. You're a stripper. This dude was a fucking in the streets, man. I mean, you understand that?
Stupid as fuck.
It's not even, you have a better way to justify what you're saying, Marcus, is that she's very sexualized right now. Like she makes sexual songs. She's talking about having sex all the time. Like you could say she's very sexually charged right now. If that's if you wanted to argue that her being a stripper in the past doesn't mean she's going to be a hoe for the rest of her life. Like people change. She had to do that. She was trying to get some money. She was trying to get out the Bronx. She was trying to do a lot of different things. And then she evolved into music. So that doesn't necessarily mean that she's going to go back and be a hoe all over again just for the hell of it. Some women can actually be loyal to their man. So if you wanted to argue that, at least say that she's out here shaking her ass on camera and whatever.
If you have the capability of doing it, a lot of girls don't have the capability of being a stripper. Like it just wouldn't, they could in their mind wouldn't let them do it. They just couldn't do it. So like, if you got someone who already can do that shit, you've already unlocked the box, man. I mean, that means she'll do anything for the rest of her life. She might stop. She might, hold down, but
If
hey,
you
believe
are
me,
desperate,
just like you did, she gonna go back to her old ways. Exactly.
if
When
you
she
are
gets past
desperate,
that,
and you need
go back to her
money,
old ways.
and you need big money fast because you're in a terrible
So you think
situation,
because a
you in a
shorty don't
toxic
strip that she wouldn't
relationship, you
fucking go
gotta
fuck
get out.
around?
You might just do it.
Right.
For
She's
money?
a multi-millionaire. Of course she's evolved. She does not have to go back to that. She is a rapper.
Yeah.
She is
She
living
ain't
her
gotta go
best life. She got kids, and she couldn't go back to stripping even if she wanted to because of how known she is now. Like,
And
I don't
every
know.
hoe ain't a stripper. You could be a terrible ass hoe and not strip.
Very
Oh,
true.
100%.
Nigga,
Okay, so let's not
perception
I know a
matters.
lot of them.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man.
Don't perception matter too? Regardless if you fucking or not, it's what it looks like, of course. So regardless if you fucking or not, nigga, no, you a stripper, absolutely not.
Bullshit. She was
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, y'all need to play that game if y'all want to.
And that's okay. We can disagree. Agree to disagree on that.
That's crazy.
But you don't have to date her.
So what
Luckily,
are you
she's
saying
a
about
millionaire
so what are
too.
you saying about Cardi, Courtney? What are you saying about her?
What you mean? What I'm saying about her?
What's your opinion? In
I
all
just
this?
my whole thing is I just don't think she a victim.
How is she
I
not
don't
a
think, I don't think she a victim. I don't think she a victim. Because if she a victim, that means Offset a victim too.
He definitely ain't no victim.
Because Stephon Diggs got 2 more kids. They having a baby out of wedlock. So guess what? That's fucking up the situation. That's fucking up the situation with her kids that she got with Offset too. So that don't make her good. Just because y'all like and she funny and shit, that don't make her good either.
So she should stay in a marriage that
If
the
she a
man
victim,
Shit,
Offset the victim.
because she
Yeah,
wouldn't have
alright.
done this shit if Offset wasn't cheating. So he ain't no
What
motherfucking
the fuck
victim.
they got? What
He
they?
the one that
What?
started
No,
the chain
no,
of
fuck that.
reaction.
Let's break it down to the brass tag. Just because he do it, don't mean you gotta.
Break it
Just
down
because
to
he gotta
tax,
do it.
Roman tax,
Just
American
because
tax,
he do it.
European tax.
No, just because he do it, don't mean she gotta do it.
She wasn't, and now
But
they are separated.
Yeah, it's separation, but they ain't legally married. They ain't legally divorced. They're not legally divorced, and it matters.
Okay,
And you
we're
having a
going-
baby outside of wedlock, absolutely.
I don't understand how you're literally honing in on a man who literally cheated on her publicly several
No,
times.
I'm not honing in on a man. I'm not honing in on a man. I just said both of them. I said both of them. I said both of them are the victims. I'm not just honing in on them.
Well, then neither one of them are victims at that point.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro,
Neither one of them
my thing is, my logic won't let me
I agree.
drop that she let other women come in their room. She screws with me. She lets him fuck the other girls. But then when he goes to does it like on his own, and that's wrong. That to me just logically don't make no damn sense.
I mean,
Like,
there's an
like,
agreement in the relationship. Like y'all can do stuff together, but you gotta have a conversation outside of that.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean you can just go off with everybody.
I can go in front of you that ain't you. But if I do when you ain't looking at me, then I'm wrong. That just logically doesn't.
Because you're a liar and a cheater.
For you,
Why did
because
you
that's
tell me
not your
that?
thing.
Crazy. That is
But
crazy.
if you have an agreement, if you're in a relationship, everybody's relationship, you have different dynamics. So your relationship with Ashley wouldn't be the same as your relationship with me. We would have different understandings, different dynamics.
I got you.
So you can't say that just because you're not into threesomes and that wouldn't work for you doesn't mean it doesn't work for other people. There's plenty of people that go out and swing and have poly relationships and do all kinds of things.
Super
I don't
happy.
have anything wrong with that. I don't have anything wrong with that. The part I'm getting wrong with, and the reason they're breaking up, and the reason she's saying he's an asshole, he's wrong because he went and screwed some of the girl that wasn't him. But he's okay to do it when she's in the room and she approves. That logically just makes no sense to me. Like literally makes.
Hey, Mark, you real quick. Hey, Chad want to know: would you smash or pass Cardi?
Definitely smash.
Oh my God! I know you didn't tell this to say that you were.
Absolutely, absolutely would.
I never take her home.
Absolutely.
I never said I'd take her home.
It's a no for me. It's a no for me.
Okay.
100%. It's a no.
You know what Raw answered is.
You're like, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, we know Raw would. You know what I'm saying?
I'm putting her through the airboard off GP.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, he from the Bronx. He already know that. I ain't even like that.
But he's the one that'll wipe her up though. He'll be like, yo, she changed.
But if I wiped her up, I would be acting goofy in her fucking face.
Hey, I believe you, bro. I believe you. You let her do. Hey, y'all figure y'all whole thing out together and do whatever and be happy ever after. But we wouldn't even talk.
Y'all be so mad at all these strippers and shit and go to all these phlebotomists and get your blood drawn and all that. And y'all don't be worried about who the fuck was a hold in when it's time to save your life.
What?
Oh, okay. Never mind. Next topic.
I think Cardi really tried to be a housewife, though. Not a housewife, but I feel like she really tried in the relationship. And I agree with you, Roy. If a man's supposed to lead, then he should be leading. And if the relationship ain't working, then y'all should lead. Then y'all should.
But when the nigga tell, hold up. When the nigga tell y'all to do something the right way, he doing everything he's supposed to do, and then y'all don't want to do what he want to say. Then all of a sudden, now all of a sudden he's controlling. And man, y'all so wishy-washy, bro.
No.
This is wishy-washy. Nah, fam. That's wishy-washy, bro.
I feel like we had the right conversation.
Nah, that's
a lot of men that like to lead also want submissive immediately without showing leader capabilities, and that is not something that's going to work. You need to show me why to lead before I'm just going to start listening to you. You're going to lead me right into the pits of hell, and that I feel like is where you're coming from. Where you're like, oh, it's controlling and blah blah blah. No one's saying that when you're being leaded properly. A correct leader isn't controlling.
That's crazy. That's crazy. We'll see about that. Guess what? I got real good memory. Don't worry about it. We'll get there.
This is my problem. So go back and listen. It's the main reason I even brought Papoose up to begin with.
We'll get there.
Papoose was a motherfucking citizen of what it looked like for a man holding down his woman.
I love Papoose.
Then she got out of jail and she started moving funky as fuck. Right?
That's because of his leadership, right? Because he got fucked up leadership.
Yeah, that fool got no backbone.
No, she didn't mess up his relationship, didn't she?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought she did.
I mean, it can go both ways. You can have a good leader and still not listen.
Right.
Leadership, though.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. You gotta go ahead. Finish up. I interrupt. Go ahead.
No, it was good. I'm just saying. I'm not really talking about the leadership point at this point. I'm saying he was everything that a woman, quote unquote, wants, and then Remy went around and fucked it up. But when she was with Easy the Block Captain, she was cheating on Papoose to do that. But Papoose still ain't really fully break it off yet when he started talking to Clarissa. That's why I'm like, ain't nobody holding Clarissa to no fucking standard or nothing. But then,
they've been killing her. They've been going after her real hard.
Clarissa is the Stephon Diggs of the situation. Why would they hold her accountable?
Why wouldn't you tell the man to break it off with that shorty before I
would tell Papoose that. Make sure you break it off fully with old girl before you got with Clarissa.
Yeah, that's what she should have did.
That's what I would tell him that exactly. So therefore, I keep it even straight across the board. So therefore, if I'm gonna hold Papoose accountable, I'm gonna hold Cardi accountable too.
Nope.
You got it. You got it, big dog.
Y'all know they didn't break up.
You got it, famo. You got it, big dog.
Y'all know Papoose and old girl didn't break up first. How y'all know they didn't break up first? I mean, could have been like, and then that was it. Those broke up.
On that point too, you might be right because we don't know. But what was reported was they were still together. So based off what was reported, it ain't look right.
Yeah, but come on, man. You saw how Remy Ma was.
On Cardi's side, she got with somebody. Motherfucker said he gonna hold it down for whatever they got going on. If y'all got agreed that y'all could fuck bitches at the crib, then all your bitches you wanted to cheat with, you should have brought them back to the crib. Because once you fucking start doing shit elsewhere, that's outside of your agreement. If I come over to your house and you say, hey, anytime that, you at my house or whatever, you can drive my car, but I have to be home. If I know you out of town and I go over because your car better than mine and I go pick up your car to go pick up some hoes, that was outside of the agreement.
But you still got my car, though. If you're going to go drive somebody else's car, I wouldn't give a fuck. You ain't driving my car.
You ain't listening to nothing I just said. You just said that anytime I was at your house, I could drive the car if you were at home. So if I intentionally know that you out of town and I go pick the car up to go pick up some hoes and you not at the house, I just broke our agreement. But if you were at home and I did it and you got mad, it's like, no, bro, this is on the contract. So it's the same thing.
That's two different things, though. That's
the same concept.
How is that not? How is that not the same?
Demonize people, and that's bullshit.
How is that not the same? If I'm saying, hey, you can't drive my
you're
car.
At home,
this is my personal
on the counter. It don't matter what you want to do. As long as you at home, I can use the car.
Yeah, it's exactly where we will be playing. Yeah.
So Hey, Offset. I like bitches too. If you want to fuck bitches, we can fuck them together. Bring them to the house.
Fuck the bitch at the house.
Boom. Now, if you go to Cancun for 2 weeks and you get on Instagram and you see me stunting in traffic in your car and you not home, what did I just break?
But that's two different things, though, man. It is literally not the same thing because it's my car.
It's your girl. It's your girl. It's your relationship. It's your agreement.
Hey, bro, they're using the same logic to draw a parallel, bro. It's the same thing.
It's
not the same thing.
No, it's not.
The same.
How is it different?
It is the same thing.
The same thing.
No, that's what I say. It is the same thing. Yeah, it is the same.
No. You know what? No. All right. Yeah. No, you're right. I wouldn't get mad.
And I came to the house.
If I said you don't never have to ask me shit, you can take my car. That's cool. And if you took it while I wasn't there, yeah, it'll be the same thing.
That's all I'm driving at.
Yeah, because what I'm gonna do? What difference would it make if I'm not with you anyway? So it really wouldn't matter. So yeah, it would be the same thing.
No, but at least if you home and something happens to the car.
But I kind of thought about it. I thought about it now. I thought about it now. It would be the same thing because it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't be with you either way, so it really wouldn't matter. I could stop you from getting in an accident, so it wouldn't even matter. So yeah, if I'm not there, you come get it. If I give you the permission to do it, that's fine.
So that's the thing. If they had an agreement that they could fuck bitches together, even if it was some bitty shit, and Cardi didn't even want to fuck the bitch, but she just like, I want to sit in the room and watch. I want to watch her get drilled out.
Only thing I'm saying is, I think I'm going a little bit too far. Only I'm saying is, I guess maybe I hold that part more different than other people look at it, because I would look at it as more of a jealousy kind of thing, more like this is the only person I'm going to be with type shit, not like rules, like these sort of rules. If you let me, you're cool with me doing it, I can do this. We're talking about sex, so I'm actually engaging someone else that's another person. That's, to me, that would be the same if you went out and did this with someone else. You're still engaging another person that's not me. So to me, you're on that level of what you're doing. So that to me wouldn't be a big deal. Or if you know what I'm saying, like it would be. You're already in the freaky shit. You might as well, you're doing it already. Like that just doesn't make sense to get mad at that. That's all I'm saying.
When Diddy was with Cassie, the agreement was you can only take pipe if I'm in the room. All the other motherfuckers that tried to get at Cassie, you seen during the court case, he was blowing up cars in the third. That wasn't a part of the fucking agreement.
I think that's crazy as fuck. I think that's crazy.
Okay,
you already let some dude dick your girl down. Like, what matters if she does it with if you're not around? Who cares? You already let some dude that ain't you doing it. Like that just makes no sense to me. It makes no logical sense to me.
And I get where you're coming from. Because
you don't want to share. You don't want that. You want her. You want your girl to only be with you, and that's fine. But some people are okay with that.
And I understand that. But what I'm trying to say is, why would you get mad because you're allowing that to happen in your face?
Because she wasn't there.
I get that, but it just doesn't make any sense. Is what I'm trying to say. I know exactly what you guys are saying. I know exactly what you're saying, but I
don't like it.
It'll be the same thing with me if I said, yeah, you bring another girl. If I tell my girl, yeah, you bring another girl in the room, let me do it, but you can't do nothing. But you just let me do it. It's almost like I don't know. That's a bad one.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know.
That's a good example. I see where you're going with it. You told her she gets to choose the chick that she wants to see you drill. But while y'all doing something, she's not supposed to engage.
No, you're right. As long as she watches, she can't get into it. But if she goes off and does it with someone else, I'm mad. Like
y'all never agreed on that.
That makes no sense to me though. That makes no sense. Well, I'm gonna get mad if I'm doing something. We're in a monogamous relationship.
If she wanted to run off and do something without you,
yeah.
When you wanted to do something, you told her, hey, look,
it's cool.
I love you. Yeah. We gonna be together forever. It's just I like hitting some other pussy from time to time. Honestly, if you go out and pick the pussy, I don't care. If you cool with it, I'm cool with it. But while I'm hitting this, I don't want you to be involved. It's just my fucking experience of some other pussy. Y'all had that agreement. If she says yes to that, but she never in that conversation told you, oh, well, hey, you know what? Your stroke game kind of boring too. I want to see what some other fucking dick feel like. or whatever,
Yeah.
and she just run off and go get some other dude. Of
And she
course
go
you
get
mad.
it. And
She
then
never told you that.
and then I'm mad. And then,
Right.
then I'm mad, and I
Because
call
you didn't stick
myself
to the
a victim.
agreement.
And I call myself a victim because she went and screwed someone else, even though I'm doing it. But I'm just doing it in her face, and we have this agreement. But she goes and do it, and I play the victim. I say, you know what? That's dirty.
But
She
when
did that.
you did it,
You
the
girls will be
problem
like, you full of shit. You
when
be like,
because when
you
you
full
did
of
it,
shit. You
you had a
deserve it.
conversation prior.
You know it. You know it. You know it. You know you would.
That's
we
what
didn't
Neo
even
was
tell
saying
you.
about him and all his little girlfriends. He was saying that he can have sex with whoever and he's gonna keep these girls, but they can't have sex with nobody else.
Bro, Neo got what? 3, 4
It
And they
happens
cool
all
with
the
it.
It happens all the time.
It does.
So
Like some dudes would be like,
So
yo,
you get it then.
I'm gonna do this with other girls, and they'll agree with it. Have multiple women, but they can't screw with nobody else. Like the sister wives type shit. But if they go like, or the dude said he has multiple women, but she is not allowed to like have sex with anyone else. And if she does, he thinks that she broke the trust.
Right.
All you women would say, you are not a victim, bro. You are 100% not a victim. I would say he's not a victim, but I know 100% you girls would not
how
say
is he not
you
the
broke the
victim? That's
trust.
not what they agreed to.
Right.
He
were just
would
saying-
be if she broke the agreement, then yeah, he would be the victim in
He would be the
that.
victim. If this
Even
is a
with
real,
the sister
if
wives.
this is a real scenario, you guys are lying. You'd be like, that dude deserved that shit. He was in a
No.
wrong. Like you would say that is not right. Huh? What?
Right.
I don't hate men. Like I'm
You
not
know
out
why?
here just to be like about men. I actually
I'm
You
think
know
not
why I
saying
disagree with
I'm
that,
not
Marcus?
saying you're pro woman though. You look from women's side. I'm not saying you hate men, but you're pro woman. So if you say that you think that she got the bad end of the deal, you think she got the bad end of the deal. She was coerced or whatever the fuck it is. And when she did it, now he's mad. You'd be like, no, like that's not. You'd be like, he is no victim. I know you're saying no, but I'm pretty sure if this shit came up, your ass would be like, ain't no victim.
You always trying to predict something.
right.
What?
When we were literally just
You always
talking
trying to
about it
predict
on
our
two
opinion.
separate scenarios.
Because I know what you guys would do. 100% know what you would do.
When I speak, you don't have to read between the lines with me. Like I'm telling you exactly what I'm thinking. Like you don't have to predict. I told you already how I would feel.
See, the
And
thing
what
too.
you say?
Oh, I was saying I told you how I would feel about it. Like you don't have to predict. If she cheated on him, I'd be like, damn, he's a victim.
You know what? I'm gonna say I 100% disagree, but okay. I guess we can't go.
Yeah,
with
but
that.
like, so with the sister wife situation that you brought
100%
up.
disagree.
So like, let's say Neo, for instance, he got what 3, 4 of them right now. If they all agree that they're only gonna do him, and maybe the girls interact with each other too. Even one of the girls, if they go off and go do their own thing, and the other wives find out, that bitch getting jumped because you still breached the agreement. We don't know who the fuck you was off the
I
oath with.
understand it.
Right.
No, I understand it. I 100% understand what you're talking about. You guys got agreement, now you broke the trust. I get it. Just to me, logically, it makes no sense to me. On a logical level, not on a feelings level. On a logical level, it makes zero sense. That's all I'm trying to
It
say.
don't make no sense.
Definitely feelings. It's definitely feelings.
It's 100%
Because you don't like it.
How it don't make no sense?
Because if I can have sex with someone else with you in the room, so it's about me having sex with another person, right? If I go have sex with another person and you're not in the room, you've already seen this. You agree with this one, but you don't agree with this one. If you tell me that's not logic, like you gotta be crazy. That is straight feelings. You broke it logically doesn't make no sense. I'm fucking somebody else that ain't you. You cool with it. I'm fucking another girl. It's another girl. You just don't see it, but I'm doing it, and it's not you. Like logically, just makes zero fucking sense.
It makes 100% of sense.
We might just have to agree to disagree. It makes sense, but it's okay that it doesn't make sense. Like I think we all have different lanes.
If you so let's take us out. If a man and a woman is together, right?
The what?
If a man and a woman's together, the woman agrees with the man that, hey, as long as I know this bitch, I seen her, whatever, and I'm there, you can do whatever. You're doing it there. If the bitch you did it with want to come back and be like, oh, you raped me, blah, blah, your girl can come be like, nah, he ain't raped you. I was in the room. Matter of fact, I got the tape. I recorded some of it because the way he was eating you out, he need to do that to me. So I recorded that shit. Like, motherfucker, you better look at this tape. That shit you was doing, yeah, you thought the shit was sweet. You gotta do that on me. I seen that. That's different than you running off to fucking Motel 6 with some bitch and doing some shit. Now you got allegations and shit. And now she like, oh, so you was out here behind my back doing shit with some bitches? Like, is that why you didn't do me? You was waiting for your lab results to come back? Like, no.
Let me use another scenario that ain't got shit to do with feelings. I love ketchup, but I can't stand tomatoes. You know, like I don't eat tomatoes at all. Ketchup is made with fucking tomatoes. That makes no sense. It logically doesn't make any goddamn sense. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know if you kind of get that, what I'm trying to compare it to a little bit. Logically, like my feelings wise, like my taste, it makes a lot of sense. But logically, since they're made out of the same shit, like it don't make logic sense. That's all I'm trying to say.
But it's not the same. Like you're not biting into a tomato when you're eating ketchup. There's other things involved. There's other agreements involved. There's other understanding involved.
It's grinded up fucking tomatoes. That's what fucking ketchup is.
Yeah, and they put sugar in it, they put salt in it, they put all the other extra vinegar, whatever.
It's still a tomato though. That's the base of it. It's still a goddamn tomato.
Well, you see, the problem is during the course of my life, I've ran into people that are texture people. It's people that would bite into a tomato and be like, "Oh, I don't like the way the juice squirts in my mouth." Pause. Or some other shit like that. But when you over here eating fucking tomato smoothie, on the other hand, is different.
Nope.
So
same thing. I don't like it.
No, to you it's different. I mean, to you it's the same thing. But there's people out there that are texture people.
Yeah.
No,
because I'll drink a banana smoothie, but I won't eat a banana.
It's so hard to eat banana. It's too much. I can't do that.
I can't do that.
All I'm trying to say is just the logic part of it just doesn't make any sense. I get the feelings part. I get the that's how you are type of shit. I get that. I get it.
Yeah.
That's the logic part.
You just value sex with one person, and you feel like if you have sex with somebody else, then you just have the free for all. You might as well just have sex with anybody, anytime, anywhere, because you're valuing just the one-on-one, and that's okay. And that's how a lot of people are. I'm the same way. I'm not into the 3-4 people, and you can do this here and you can't do that there, because I don't like it. That's not for me. But you also have to understand that there are some people that enjoy sex. They enjoy sex with both genders, and they like different experiences. And if that's something that they like to do, then they can have that agreement. And whoever breaks that agreement is the victim, and that's that.
That's the part I don't agree with, the victim part. But I agree that you should be able to do whatever you want to do. In your bed, I agree with that.
What? She's still a
victim. So you're either breaking the contract or you're staying loyal to the contract. And if the person breaking the contract is
that whole
the perpetrator, part. Then the other person is.
Y'all want to see, the problem is y'all trying to still hang this halo of her survival history and tie it into her thriving history.
I don't give a fuck. It's still part of her history. It's still part of her.
You can evolve.
Are you still gonna hang? So let me ask y'all a question. So let me ask y'all a legit question. So if you see, now I'm gonna use the same parallel how y'all try to use, right? So if you see a pedophile that's no longer a pedophile, you know, he's a changed individual. Are you still gonna hang? Are you still gonna let him hang around your kid?
No, I meant to an egregious length.
Don't matter. It's still
yes, it does.
That's why I preface by saying I'm just drawing a parallel so that way we can understand. So I had to draw an extreme. So the answer would be no, correct? That means you're not gonna let your kids hang around them. Now, regardless, I know what you said, Raw. You said you ain't gonna let nobody hang around your kids.
I don't let nobody hang around.
I get that, but just for the sake of this question, would you?
No, because it's something I naturally already don't do.
They don't equate.
It doesn't equate, because if you're a pedophile, you are. That's not you're not gonna just not be attracted to him. When you decide to be a hoe, that's a choice. You choose to sleep with all these people. It's not like something that it's not an addiction for most hoes. It's something that they're trying to chase. It's something that they're using as therapy. You can go through you can go through your life and change and not sleep with 100 people no more. But when you're a pedophile, there's something up here that you're attracted to them, and that's not going to change. You can stop. You can hold off. You can never do it again. But that doesn't mean that the thoughts aren't there and all of that. So no.
So if you choose a
pedo and a serial killer, then pair those, because
if you choose to sell drugs, No, regardless, we ain't gonna even say you in the hood. We just gonna say you just so happen to come about it and you
Who
live in the
making all
suburbs.
these fake profiles, bro? This shit.
I'm drawing a parallel so we can understand, so y'all can understand exactly what I'm talking about. So let's just say he's a suburban kid. Let's say he's a suburban kid. He decided he came across some drugs and he decided to start selling drugs. So he goes to jail for selling these drugs. Now he gets out of jail. Now he has to go get a job, apply for applications, right? And these people don't want him based off of his history. Isn't that the same thing? Don't they holding that over his head, right? Are they wrong for that? For holding it over his head, for selling drugs, for making the decision to sell drugs? That's a decision. It ain't got nothing to do with mental. He chose to do it.
After a certain period of time, he's not going to have an issue.
Wait, run that back.
How do you know that? Some people still hold it over.
That's how employers are. I mean, unless you need to be. What?
After
some people still hold it over his head, even though
they might, like if you got to go into the FBI or something like that, yeah, they're gonna see, they're gonna look at your entire license. But most of the time,
regular 9 to 5 job.
About regular, yeah. So they'll go back. Some companies go back 3 years. Some companies go back 5 years, 7, 10, and that's it. So I mean, you don't have to pay the price for making a bad decision.
But my question is, are they wrong if they do hold that against their head, over his head for selling drugs?
That's
and being a felony.
It depends on the employer and the environment to me.
Wait,
and how long?
Wait, hold on. Run your scenario back from the top real quick. My fault.
You say if he made a decision.
Okay.
I'm not even using the hood because I know y'all gonna try to use all he was in the environment. So I'm gonna use a different situation. It just so happy he's in the suburbs. He come across some drugs or a group of people. He decides to start selling drugs. He goes to jail, felony. Right now that's over his head. That's over his head for the rest of the life. And now he gets out. Now don't even get a job. He's applying for jobs and jobs won't hire him based off of the fact of his choices that he made.
Okay.
Y'all are the employers wrong for holding that over his head, even though it was in his past. Let's just say it's 10 years down the road. Are the employers wrong for holding that over his head?
I think so.
You think they're wrong?
Yeah, depending on the environment. If it's been 10, people change in 10 years. People change in 7 years.
They could do.
If you murder somebody, yeah, you ain't coming around here. You ain't coming around here, big dog. But you're gonna work somewhere.
You were 16, caught a felony. All of a sudden now you're 30. You still are expecting to be held accountable for something. You haven't had any infractions
I've been
since
making
then.
decisions all the time.
Yeah, people I know that you did something messed up in your past time that you were like, damn, I'm glad I grew from that. But you're literally saying, no, everybody should hold me accountable for everything I've done ever wrong in my life.
So for me,
what we talking about though?
For me, Courtney. So for me, my answer would be, if they didn't hire him, no, they're not wrong. That's they reserve the right to have their bias. Now, if you hired him and then he was working and like one of his friends came in or something that he knew before he did his bid, and it was like, oh man, what up, bro? Like, I ain't see you in a minute. Whoop-de-whoop, I heard you got picked up. Shit, it was crazy back in the day. You used to be that guy. You was selling all that work. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And off that conversation, y'all ain't confirmed that he started selling drugs again or whatever. But off that conversation, being that it was brought up, you fired him, then yeah, now I got to beef with the employer because you didn't catch him. He didn't relapse. He just had a conversation with somebody from his past. So if you don't want to hire him, you don't have to. Like a lot of people that got felonies and shit, that's why they get into like truck driving and some other jobs that are a little bit more lenient with their hiring practices. I mean, obviously, if you fucking went to jail for money laundering, they're not finna hire you at the bank. You know what I mean?
To give people anyway, right?
But if they hire you at Circle K and the till came up short one day, and you seen that the reason it came up short is because midway through his shift, the store got robbed. And like he in the hospital and shit fighting for his life because he got shot during the robbery, then you fire him. Then now I gotta kind of look at you a little different because it's like, okay, bro is trying to get his life together. And I mean, let's say like it was confirmed that the person that robbed him ain't have nothing to do with him. They ain't know nobody in his family, nothing. So it was just like a legitimate, the store was finna get robbed, no matter who the fuck was finna be there. That was finna be who was on the bed in the hospital. And you fired him for that and be like, oh, well, you know, I suspect that you set up this robbery because back in the day you used to be that. Then yeah, no, because Buddy was literally on the straight and narrow.
Got it. So on the flip side of that, let me ask you another question with that same scenario, right? So the same individual, you find out he was selling, but he said, "Nah, I ain't gonna do it again." And you hire him back. Couple weeks down the road, couple months down the road, he do the same exact thing. You hire him
He
back.
do what? He start selling?
Start selling again.
Nigga gotta go.
Considering the fact, you hired him already knowing why he was in jail in the first place.
He gotta go.
So with that being said, both of them are victims.
If you want to say
They made
both
a
of them are
decision.
victims, I'll give you that.
My point exactly. Cardi made a decision today. The guy who did it, she took this nigga back 3 times. Both of them victims. That's what I'm calling the spade a spade. I'm not saying that he's right for what he was doing. That's not what I'm arguing here. I'm saying both of them are victims. I'm not taking accountability away from Cardi. That's what I'm saying. Because everybody seemed to, oh, she's the victim. No, the fuck. If you're gonna say she's a victim, Offset is a victim too. That's what I'm saying.
So okay. So let me put
that's
it this
my
way.
point. That's the entire point that I'm making.
If you get hired at a job, right? You go in, you the fucking accountant for this fucking company, and they fucking doing some money laundering with some shell companies or whatever. You looking at the books, but you don't technically pick up on the fact that, you know, some of these accounts is fraudulent. You ain't picked up on it yet. This probably your second month. You ain't been able to dive that deep to be like, oh, you know what? Some of these transactions looking kind of fishy. Like, why is it exactly $9,999 going over here every fucking month? Like, you ain't had enough history to pick up on that, right? So 2 months into your job, the feds raid and they say all of y'all going out, all of y'all getting booked for money laundering or whatever. And you got hired thinking it was a legitimate company. Are you a victim or are you not?
Run that back.
You get a job. You're an accountant. You get a job. You running the books for this company.
Mm-hmm.
You only been there 2 months, so you ain't really fully picked up on all their patterns and stuff yet. The person that owns the company, they washing dirty money through the company. They got shell accounts and all this extra shit. You ain't been long enough to pick up on the trends to realize some of these transactions is a little bit too exact. We know deposits be random as fuck. You might have a $7,000 month, whatever. It's month 2, and you know it's the same transaction, $9,999. They're trying to keep it under 10 bands so the feds don't flag it. The feds come in month 2 of you working there. You the most honest person on their motherfucking payroll, but not all of y'all got to go down and do a bid because the company was fucking money laundering, doing some fraudulent shit. Are you not a victim?
Yeah, you're a victim on that.
So,
but two sides. But you got to play two sides. But see what you're doing. You're only making it one side. You got to play both sides of the situation. Two people got to be doing something wrong. That's the point that I'm making. I made the point of two sides doing two wrong things. That's why I said one side just isn't only the victim. You only making it one side of the one side. I made it
one-sided because what I'm trying to say is, if Shorty's not on the type of time that she was on when she was in survival, and this man came and be like, oh, out of all these bitches that I fucking talk to in the world, I cut all these hoes off. You my main thing. I want to marry you. I don't want to date you. I don't want to baby mama you. I want to marry you. And you like, oh, well, you know, I've been hurt before. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. You give them the whole spiel that women be giving. I've been hurt before. I don't really trust people like that. I don't want nobody playing in my face. And the motherfucker agrees that he not going to do that just to get in that thing. Y'all got kids and everything. Y'all locked in, and the motherfucker reneges. Initially, she's a victim. Then she was like, okay, you know, players fuck up too. I'm going to give you some leeway. All right, the first one was on the house. That was on me. I get it. You ain't really get all them hoes out your system. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Look, just please stop playing in my face, or at least come have a conversation with me so I can know what's going on. You're like, oh, yeah, ain't nothing going on. I'm only about you. Whoop-de-whoop. Motherfucker came out and brought flowers to the middle of the fucking performance and all this. You said sorry like a little simp in front of the world and her show on stage and everything. Then you go back right behind her back and play in the face again. Just like the women say, they might not necessarily fucking, it might take some time for them to get tired of you, but everybody has a breaking point. So I'm not saying that you're wrong on your take. I understand exactly where you coming from, where you saying they both victims. But initially, she tried to put all the sinful ways away. She went and got baptized and tried to be righteous.
Oh, come on.
A motherfucker played in her face multiple times. And her being petty, she reneged to her first nature that she knew that she tried to put up.
Because Brittany Renner's a victim too.
I guess so.
How was she a victim? Y'all keep
Hey,
comparing
she's
all
life,
these
bro.
dumbass people that ain't had nobody commit to them to somebody that actually was trying to put shit aside because somebody committed to them and they actually tried to do right. That's the problem. Y'all say because a motherfucker sin once, they supposed to sin for life. The bitch tried to put everything aside and do right.
This shit sound good. The shit sound good at the end of the day. She's like, no. At the end of the day, regardless of how you look at it, she took this nigga back 3 times. You knew what it was. You knew who you was getting with. Just how he knew he would. Who
so is Beyonce a victim?
What?
Is Beyonce a victim?
In regards to what?
In regards to Jay-Z cheating on her, which was a lot.
I would say Beyonce's a victim.
Absolutely, she a victim.
So how she a victim if Cardi ain't?
Okay, so you want to play that? Okay.
I would say
what was Beyonce? So what was Beyonce doing before that? Was she a stripper? Was she doing anything? Was she sleeping? Was she doing any of that? No, because no, we gotta. If I listen, you keep dialing it in on one situation. You keep dialing in on one little small point. I'm talking about the entirety of the situation. You keep well, she did this. Was she? No, fam. I'm talking about the entirety of the situation.
It's been entire pastors exposed on fucking YouTube that their wife was a fucking ex-stripper. And that bitch is a woman of God.
And
y'all stuck on this stripper
that don't mean shit to me.
Y'all stuck on this stripper shit like fucking people ain't supposed to move forward.
Yeah, exactly. Because guess what? I advocate for the shit that I'm not gonna go for. So I'm advocating for that. So of course I'm holding both.
Bro, she's still doing stripper shit though. She's bringing other girls into their room. She's still doing. She still got the activity.
That's not stripper shit because 65%.
But what I'm trying to say is,
strippers ain't even fucking people in the club. They literally there for their money and go home.
Straight arrow. That's not a straight arrow way, bro. That's not. I'm going to church. I'm going to church every fucking day. I love the Lord. No, you still bringing people in your room, bro. Come on, man. So if you allow someone to fuck somebody else, I
think going to church supposed to save you from some dick.
So what?
You know how many bitches I clapped in church? You think church saves you?
I never even go to church. We never say that. I'm giving an example. Hey, no, what I'm trying to say is, if you,
I'm just recording everything in my mind. I'm gonna remember this.
Matter of fact,
bring it back.
Just like Ashley said earlier when she was like, "Oh, I miss all the house parties and shit." I know bitches I went to house parties with that I went to church the next day, and the bitch was in the same outfit from the house party. The fuck is y'all talking about? Shorty tried to change. Y'all gotta learn how to give grace to the people that at least try to change.
I ain't giving no God give grace. I don't give grace.
It's the same thing. You teach your daughter does something wrong, you tell her don't do that again.
I don't give grace.
And then you forgive her and she grows up and she learns her lesson. It's the same thing.
All right, we gonna see. I hear y'all. We gonna see. I'm gonna remember this entire conversation. Remember, I'm gonna bring all 3 of y'all to the front of the congregation. I'm bringing y'all all to the forefront. 100%.
I might grow, but I don't switch up. So
we gonna see. Because y'all already switched up last week. Y'all already switched up last week about the Shannon Sharp situation. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
What you talking about?
Listen, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Hit that bell notification.
Hey, Miguel, if you drop a super chat, I'll say a Bible verse. How about that?
So look, let's go to this. Let's go to this next topic. We're gonna do a slight little pivot. Jimmy Kimmel. Let's talk about Jimmy Kimmel today. We'll get back to the relationships, because I got something for y'all last. But we'll get back to Jimmy Kimmel. Let's get to Jimmy Kimmel. Let's hear it because I'm pretty sure everybody heard about it in regards to him getting cut from his show. But they're saying they was gonna bring him back. What's it supposed to be tonight?
It was supposed to be today.
Yeah.
All right, look. If you broke today, Miguel, anytime you get your paper up, come back in. Give a super chat and whatever day that is, I'm gonna drop a Bible verse right on your head top.
He's going up to the Lord.
Well, if you sold
everything, even behind to us.
If you sold everything for the Rapture, you should have some money.
Right. Send that over here.
Whenever you get your paper up, we gonna be here. We here every Tuesday. My grandfather was a bishop. I grew up in the church, and I know pastor's daughter, some of the freakiest shit ever. Y'all worried about strippers. Y'all need to be worried about pastor's daughter. But we going to leave that alone. Whenever you get
He
your
is
money
reinstating Jimmy Kimmel. The network suspended the host after comments he made about the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. And the move sparked fierce debate over free speech. And Scripps News Washington correspondent Stephanie Liebergen joins us now live from the studio with me. Welcome. Thank you for being in here.
Of course.
So, we talked about this all afternoon yesterday, and we are hearing that, yes, he's reinstated by ABC, but there's a caveat there. There's an asterisk on that because not everybody will be able to watch Jimmy Kimmel tonight. So what do we know? Where do we stand? And help us understand that.
So we know that the two main broadcasters that came out against Kimmel's show before ABC pulled it last week, Sinclair and Nexstar, have said they will not air. They're continuing to preempt Jimmy Kimmel's show. So they are both of them are independent local ownership groups. They own ABC markets and about 60 TV markets across the country. So not everywhere, but notable major markets here in Washington, D.C., for example.
Right.
Our local ABC affiliate is owned by Sinclair. So Jimmy Kimmel Live will not be airing in Washington, D.C. tonight live at 11:30 Eastern when he's scheduled. So the Sinclair especially had a number of demands for Kimmel. They wanted a direct apology to the Kirk family. They wanted donations to the family and to Turning Point USA, Kirk's organization. And they wanted formal discussions with ABC. It seems at the very least those discussions with the big parent network, ABC, are happening. In the statement we got from Sinclair, they said those discussions are ongoing and we will evaluate the show's potential return. So he's not off forever. Everything is kind of still in the works and still in flux. But we're talking about not only here in DC, but major markets. Some big Nexstar markets are Nashville, Salt Lake City, New Orleans. Other Sinclair markets include their bigger ones, Seattle, Portland, Oregon, St. Louis. So we're talking, major markets across the country. The thing I don't have an answer for just yet, and I've sent out some emails to request some info, is what this means for people who stream their local station. So,
which so many people do.
Right. So Hulu, for example, I bring this up because of the example of football games, for example. When you are watching your Sunday football games, if you watch it on Hulu, what you see on Hulu is dependent on what is available in your local market. So I've reached out to both Hulu and Google, the parent company of YouTube TV, to find out if the local market blackout of Kimmel's show for Sinclair and Nexstar, if that will impact people who stream in those local markets. I'm still waiting to hear back.
And I know there's also some confusion there too, because like on my Hulu, I can watch our local market, but I could also watch New York, their feed. So there might be some options and workarounds.
All right. So what are y'all thoughts on this situation with this Jimmy Kimmel, man?
Yeah,
I think it's all bullshit.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I think it's all bullshit. Literally what he said was not as extreme as what other people have said. He just pointed out something that everybody else was already talking about. He didn't talk down on Charlie Kirk. He had nothing nasty to say about it. He was just referencing how Donald Trump,
I'll be right back,
answered the question. So if him just saying that is being knocked off the air and is being said as it's disrespectful, it's stupid. It's completely stupid. If they wanted to do that, they can do that to other people. And then to say that his ratings weren't there and it was going to be inevitable, and then bringing him back and this whole back and forth, and now he's got to donate to Charlie Kirk's fund or what is it, Turning Point USA, and then issue an apology. Like, that's stupid. That you're just trying to get money out of him now. I think the whole situation is dumb, and I think it would be better for him not to go back and just start his own thing somewhere else, just like everybody else is doing. That's absolutely ridiculous in every way.
I agree. I think the blackmail is crazy. He's not even as aggressive as most people are about it, and he barely tapped on it. And this is part of his show. This wasn't like he has a whole different type of show and all of a sudden he had a moment. Just this is what he does always, but all of a sudden, because it's this version of, I don't even want to call it CK political because whatever, but now because it tapped on something or whatever, they think they can run with it. And I love that people are standing on business. Disney's getting hit, Hulu's getting hit, Disney Plus is getting hit. People are canceling their vacations, their weddings, all sorts of stuff. I think it's great. And Sinclair and Nexstar or whatever, they can say all they want because they're technically not getting hit just yet. But Disney is massive. People don't play about Disney. And I think once really they start seeing the pockets and like, I think it was billions of dollars that they already dropped or whatever, I think in long term, they're not going to be able to play this game. I don't think that Jimmy should apologize for shit. I don't think that he should worry about being blackmailed either. People are going to follow him right now, especially if he decides to go towards a different avenue of what most people do anyway. I think he should do that. Absolutely. I don't think he should back down at all. If they're going to do it to this, they're going to do it to so many other things. He was just the turning point.
They have already been doing it.
Yeah. Like, no, don't back down. The only reason why they brought him back is because everybody's in an uproar and they're losing money over it. Like, let it rock. When people start figuring out also how to hit Sinclair in different ways, because Sinclair sits pretty high up there. So they're like, it's fine. You're just going to hit the lower people. Okay. Well, just wait till people really find out all the attachments of how to get you. It turned into Target. It is what it is. I hope he stays strong. And I hope he keeps that he's supposed to sue him. I hope he keeps that too. Sue him.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to really think about it because I'm laying a lot to haven't looked at it that long, but I don't know what he said. I thought it was what I heard was actually, I mean, not as bad as a lot of other people were saying, but it was inappropriate to say at that time.
No.
Only he told me is that like, no one's was they?
No, I said they're using that as an excuse, saying it was timing. I mean, it was timing, but I don't think he said anything wrong.
It's part of a show.
So,
yeah, I mean,
so somebody had interviewed Donald Trump after Charlie Kirk's death, and it was like maybe a week later. And they said, how are you holding up after Charlie Kirk passed away? And he said, I think I'm doing fine. But then he pointed away and changed the subject.
Ballroom.
And started talking about trucks or whatever else they had in the parking lot or whatever they had going on at the White House. And everybody's like, if Charlie Kirk was this close to you, right, you would still be upset. You would have a little bit more to say about, I'm doing just fine. I hope the family's doing okay. Like, he just immediately pivoted to something else. So everybody's saying, like, that's insensitive. Why did he do that? He didn't really care about him. So Jimmy just pointed it out, like, oh, he cared about this guy so much that he pivoted right away. And that was it.
Oh, well, yeah, that was it. Then he shouldn't have got canceled for that.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case either, man. At the end of the day, it's a money play. To be 100% honest, Jimmy Kimmel's not, and it is about money too, because Jimmy Kimmel's not getting the numbers that he wants you to get. And so that contract is going to be up, and they find a way, a loophole to try to get them out of there. But of course, because of all the talk, everybody's talking about the situation, and they're doing protests like people typically do. They brought him back for a little bit, but I guarantee once that contract is up, they're not going to renew it. It's a money play, and plus, when you start to fuck with sponsorships and the all the money that's tied to Disney, yeah, they tell you the big dogs tell you, hey, you need to do something about this because this is a sensitive topic. And it was, regardless of what he said, again, I agree, he didn't say anything wrong. I don't think he said anything egregious, but I think it's the timing of what he said and what he said. It's the timing of it, not even what he said. It's the timing of it. And so that's why they made it an issue. So if it was a month or so down the road, all right, cool. They probably wouldn't have tripped about it. But because it's a big thing, it's a tragic situation. It's an assassination. How it happened, and everybody's in the uproar. Everybody's just on one side or the other. Really, a lot of people aren't even on the fence about it. You either on one side or you're on the other side about it. And so I think it's just an extremely sensitive topic. And so when you talk about the money, you got to be careful of the things you say, regardless if it's something egregious or not. You got to be careful when you're playing with people's money, especially you talk about a big institution like Disney. So I think
the reason why it was like electrified and made a huge deal is because Trump didn't like it. And he went on the air and he's talking about how he's not going to allow people to talk about him or say things that he doesn't like. And then it turned into a First Amendment issue.
But I don't think that didn't have nothing to do with Trump, though, in regards to them telling them to they did that before Trump said anything. So that ain't having it. But Trump just agreed with the decision of them getting Jimmy Kimmel out because he said he didn't like him anyway. But it wasn't the fact that what Trump said is what got Jimmy Kimmel off the air. It's what he said, and Disney did it. And then Trump came after that and said, "Hey, listen, I really didn't like this nigga anyway, so he can get gone. I really don't care too much about him." That's what that.
Well, he's saying he's not going to allow anybody to say anything that say anything against him, and he's thinking about making that change, and that's why everybody's up in the uproar about the First Amendment and why everybody's really trying to boycott this.
Didn't they do that to him?
He just suing everybody.
When Biden was in office, didn't they censor Trump?
Yup, in the most egregious way.
So we can't be mad when the tables are turned.
He's the president of the United States, and he's trying to quiet everybody in the United States, and that's okay.
They did that.
Yeah, that's a constitutional.
He was a 45th president.
He was the president of the United States when everybody fucking censored him. He had to start his own platform. Then now they keep quoting him off his own platform now.
Okay, but if he's violating their policies or violating whatever they have there, they have the right to kick him off the platform, do they not? If it's a violation, if they're violating the policies, that's not okay.
To be honest, since I ain't really speak my thoughts on this right now, I get what you're saying, okay. But to be honest, Jimmy Kimmel should have stayed off here. He was already in talks with his lawyers and stuff about suing and all that. He should have sued them motherfuckers before he came back on. Because I've heard on some other streams that they was already trying to figure out shows to replace his ass anyway. So he got the boot. He should have started a YouTube channel. It's Jimmy motherfucking Kimmel. He would have been at fucking, I don't know, 2-3 million subscribers by the end of next year, if not at least by the end of fucking spring.
Fact.
And he could have rolled it out that way and still got to a bag. It might not have been as much as they was fronting him, but shit, it's Jimmy Kimmel. The network that he got, he gonna get to a retarded bag.
Yeah.
Outside of everything else, what I'm really exhausted with is this stupid ass cancel culture bullshit that everybody on. I don't have to agree with you on jack fucking shit. If you want to talk shit, talk your shit. We was talking mad egregious in the 90s. Y'all shake y'all head every time I say the word retarded. them was industry standard words. Like, I can't even be in a group chat with car dudes talking about transmissions now, because if I shorten it to tranny, motherfuckers want to create jokes because shit's just weird. A pair of pliers used to be called a pair of dykes. You can't even fucking say dyke out loud, and motherfucker want to get offended. Everybody's fucking cotton balls now, too fucking soft. Now, when it comes to the Charlie situation, it is wild egregious to be wishing death on somebody. So for that dude to literally have traded his life in form of being doxxed is crazy. But I don't think that anybody should be doxxed for anything they say if they're not literally word for word verbatim inciting violence. However you want to fucking construe the words after and remix it again in your head and do some extra shit, that's on you. We already know motherfuckers got a comprehension problem. I might see a shorty today and be like, hey, you getting a little big. All of a sudden, now it's an argument. You calling me a fat bitch? No, I never said you were fat. All I'm saying is this past weekend, you overdid it on the seafood boil and the brunch. You might want to balance back up with the gym for the next 3 days. But no.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Before you go, man. Come on. You can't do that. I hate, you know what? Because girls do that shit to me all the time. And they be like, yo, like, that's what you saying. No. Not that I'm fat. Not that I'm fat. But if they did, I'll do whatever. No. Not me being fat, motherfucker. No, what I'm saying is, yo, they can say something. They'll be like, it could be just like that. I'd be like, yo, he'd be like, yo, you get a little big. And like, so what you trying to say? I'm fat? I never said that. You goddamn just said it. All right, you may not say those fucking words, but that's pretty much what you're saying. Just own up to it. I mean, come on. Hey, let me make this clear. No one called me fat to my face yet.
But nah, all I'm saying is, if Buddy want to speak on the situation, he don't he didn't mean no harm. Just like Kay said, like what he said didn't wish harm on anybody. Now, us, the way we see jokes, can we call it corny? Yeah, it should be corny as fuck. Like a lot of these people that's on TV, just
right.
The only reason you laugh is because they're literal fucking cornballs.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I guess corny is what's safe for TV.
Right.
And
But
now
at the
Trump
same-
is trying to sue them because because his show wasn't canceled and he's upset about it.
But they said
I mean,
it
but
wasn't
at
about
the same time, they reserve the right to hire and fire whoever the fuck they want. So
Right.
you can sue anybody you want. And if you got the money, that's just you tossing money into the void. Because if he loses the lawsuit, you still got to pay the lawyers and went through the stress of fucking going through the shit. So, I mean, I'm not here to say Trump is right or wrong on that front.
Interesting.
But, no, I mean, you can sue anybody you want to. I'm not going to say it's right or wrong. Like, everybody got the right to get in their motherfucking feelings. But don't dox people because they jumped off in their feelings and said something. If I didn't say, oh, hey, I hate Ashley, this is her address, go to her door and drag her out and beat her in the middle of the street, then no. I could simply say, hey, Ashley, this last conversation we had, fuck you. Like, you know, and if we wake up next week and we good, we good. If we bad next week, and shit, fuck it. Whenever we good again, we good. Like, that's life. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. If he says something and he got you in your chest, hey, go do whatever you do. Smoke a blunt on it. Go drink a fucking 40 ounce, whatever the fuck you do. Wake up tomorrow and you're going to feel differently. Like, it is what it is. He shouldn't be doxxed for saying something. Because another thing that people don't realize is the more y'all let them get away with doing all these people that are quote unquote your leaders, these motherfuckers that are in the forefront are technically your leaders. These are the ones they can get to. Once they start doxing these motherfuckers and become successful, you next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why people are fighting so hard.
That's the problem.
So right, wrong, or indifferent, motherfuckers got to chill and just, you know, half-ass defend them, whether you agree with them or not. You ain't got to agree with Charlie, but hey, if Charlie got off for his freedom of expression and motherfuckers acting like that's also right, then if I disagree with you at Circle K, I should be legally right to smoke your ass before you get back to your car. Oh, we don't want to have that conversation. Oh, okay, then shit. So my only thing is, if y'all played in this man's face and fired him off some emotional last decisions, since everybody fucking got their panties in a bunch nowadays, he should have stood on business and been like, oh, you know what? I'm currently in talks with my lawyers right now. We're going back and forth to see how I want to rectify this situation with y'all. And until I come to my conclusion on that, respectfully, I choose to not return to work right now. And that's how I would have did it.
Yeah.
Because if they didn't already admitted that they was trying to get you off the air and do all this extra shit, then at the end of the day, bro, your hourglass is running out of sand right now. They just flipped the hourglass and they probably just gonna try to ride out the rest of whatever contract you got left with them, and then they're just not gonna renew.
Yeah. Hopefully he can
even
still
then and
sue.
there, huh?
Hopefully he can still sue since they're choosing not to put him on air, and in a lot of places, he might still have something to go off of. So hopefully,
I mean, I would, because if you're not putting me in no major markets, you really diving into my numbers, and then at the end of the day, that's probably what you're gonna use to fire me.
Yeah.
Because now you're gonna be like, oh, your viewership is down. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Y'all took all my major markets away. Of course, the viewership is down. If motherfuckers watching me in Seattle, Houston, Phoenix, the greater NYC, the greater LA County, if y'all took all that away, now you got motherfuckers just in like someplace in Maine and North and South Dakota that don't nobody hear about, or you know, where's that one spot that fucking Kanye had that house at? Just some weird ass like Montana or some shit that don't nobody talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, my viewership is down because you stole all my markets that was viewing my shit. You know what I mean? So I'd still keep it up, but that's just me.
Yeah, he would have probably had really good views today too, in a lot of places.
Oh,
And he brought on Gavin.
I'm sure everybody waiting to see what he had to say.
Yeah,
Shit, first
and he
day
brought on
back,
Gavin
you get
Newsom
the,
too. So I know
You
people
get
are
to
gonna.
bump some Mace or some T Grizzly.
For real.
Some first day out of some guess who's back type shit. Your views were supposed to be through the ceiling, but they kept this shit. That's a strategic play too.
Mm-hmm. we'll see how it all plays out.
Cool. Any final thoughts on this one? No? All right. Well, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm and hit the bell notification. So I know Ashley's gonna love this one. You know what I'm saying? Because she was in my comments about this one. Miss Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Oh Lord.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. You know what I'm saying? I
want to see how Kay gonna react to this one.
She talking her talk.
I like her. She was liking my comments on something, so I like her.
I'm
on her side.
Lord.
I'm on her side right now.
Let me find out that's your girlfriend.
It might be.
All right, well, look, let me go ahead and play it. She was on Love and Fly Shit episode. And they were just talking about dating relationships, men, and one of the hosts asked her, "Why you ain't married?" So we're going to this whole debacle of a conversation. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and dive in. Let's get it.
A decision. I don't believe that people are bad. Their decisions are what need to be corrected. And the root of their decision comes from who? The wholesome, the whole person of who they are. So again, the fig tree isn't bad.
That Gucci pride jacket is
but
nasty.
the fig tree wasn't producing. So because it wasn't producing, God cursed it and said, you just won't be blessed again.
All right, Doc, tell me this. How can a low-value man be high functioning? That's what I want to know. How can a low-value man be high functioning? Tell me that.
Hold on, let me drink. Me take me a sip.
Yeah,
But
take a
no,
sip, me too.
Because no, that does what you just said leads into that question. Because
well, he took it straight. He said, "Hold on, y'all had your woman talk. We gonna take
going way too long."
Dang.
Okay. How can a low-value man be high functioning?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to clear this up.
Okay.
Kevin Samuels used his low value or his term of value as the noun of value, which is morals and values, which I love that too. I loved his term as well, right? Morals and values of a person. I use the value term as an adjective word, which is value in your success, your accolades, your money, your relationships, what you got going on, socially, economically. So when I say a man can be low value, that just means that he doesn't make a lot of money. His economic status isn't high. He's not affluent. High functioning just means that this man has emotional intelligence. He has ability to regulate his emotions. He has ability to sit and create resolve with us and not bring in more impairment into our conversation, right? A perfect example of high functioning is what me and your beautiful wife just did.
Yeah.
We had a perception exchange. There's things that she heard me say that she pushed back on, but there was never a time where our emotions wouldn't allow us to receive each other.
Right.
Yeah,
Right? And still not have a respectful conversation. And after this, still give a hug and love on each other and have a glass of wine if we wanted to, right?
Yeah.
So again, low value man is a man who just economically isn't affluent.
Gotcha.
Doesn't make a lot of money, just to put it out there easy. High functioning means this man can have a conversation.
Okay.
This man can regulate his emotions.
Okay.
He can receive a difference in opinion.
Okay.
Right? He is not fleeing or sabotaging the conversation as soon as things don't go his way because his inability to sit in uncomfortable emotions or sit in discomfort when the table isn't turning to him. Just like a high value, low functioning man, which is a lot of many men who are in power are high value, low functioning. High value meaning what? They got the money, they got the value, they got the home, they got the real estate portfolio, they got the yacht, they can travel, right? They can in their illusion and their fake fairy tale ideology can purchase a woman. Woman can't be bought. That's a whole nother episode.
Some
They can't be bought. They being bought every day.
Let's talk about that too.
They being bought right now.
And men are getting exactly what they paying for.
And when you say that, what you mean?
They're getting what they paying for. That's
like.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
They getting either vagina, an STD, or a baby mama.
Okay.
That's it. That's all you buying. You can't buy substance. You can't buy love. You can't buy this. You can't buy marriage.
No.
This ain't bought. Okay, this ain't bought. This is built. This is built.
Yeah.
This is intimacy. This is love. This is conversation. This is love each other by knowledge of each other. This can't be bought.
For sure.
You have a woman.
Well, you can't buy love, but you can buy a woman though. She might not
You
love
can buy a body.
Okay.
There you go.
You can buy a vessel.
Okay.
You can have an exchange for a service from a woman, whether it's time, sex, or time or sex. Oh, I'm sorry. Time or sex. Oh, I'm sorry. Those aren't substances, right? So you can buy those. That's called solicitation and prostitution. Okay, I'm back. And you asked about high functioning and low value.
Yeah.
A high function, high value, low functioning guy has a lot of money. That's value, but he has low functioning behavior. He can't process his emotions. He has a lot of narcissistic characteristics. If the conversation goes in a way that doesn't work for him, guess what? On to the next.
It's a lot of
he's
men
on
like
sabotage.
that.
Yeah. Or he doesn't want to have this conversation anymore. Or you just not conducive for him.
Okay.
Right? So in that circumstance I just described, that's a man who is more than likely doing what? Buying a woman.
So
let me say better, buying a body. Because you can't buy a woman, you're buying a body. You're buying a body.
So tell me this. So would a woman prefer a low value, high functioning man? Is that something you would prefer?
A woman?
No, I'm speaking to you.
Oh, me. So I love that. So if I had to choose between a high value, low functioning, right? Or high functioning, low value man, I would take the low value, high functioning.
You would?
I have to have a man who loves me, supports me, who understands intimacy, not just sex, who can hold a conversation with me, an intellectual conversation, who can be transactional and relational with me, who, when my strong opinion gets strong, he can sit in the discomfort of that. When his strong opinion gets strong, I can sit in that discomfort and still make him dinner. I can still make sure daddy has what he needs in the morning for work. I can still make sure that he is well taken care of.
Would you still respect him like a high value man?
Yes.
Okay.
So at this point in your life.
Now, let me be clear. I didn't say a man who was lazy or broke or didn't work, because low value men just means they make less money. They're not men that don't work. These men are educated. These men are working. They're blue collar men. Blue collar men make six figures. They make six figures.
I mean, it makes six. I feel if a man makes six figure, I don't really classify him as low value, man. You reached a six figure point.
So, and this is the thing, right?
It's very subjective.
There you go.
Yeah.
We agree on that. Low value is subjective.
Okay.
I always say, for me personally, I'm not clocking the dollar amount that my husband makes. It's what lifestyle can we provide ourselves and our family collectively. So, it's a lifestyle we can provide, because you don't need a lot of money for certain lifestyles.
Okay, I heard what you're saying. So would you take a high functioning man making $50,000 a year?
That wouldn't fit my lifestyle.
So you wouldn't take him?
Not because he makes $50,000.
Well, why?
Then it's because he makes $50,000.
It is because he makes 50 high functioning.
It's not the judgment of the dollar amount.
What is
it's
it?
because of where I'm at in my lifestyle. So it wouldn't be equally yoked. It wouldn't be yin yang for me. Now, let's just say.
So that's the reason, though.
That's the
Dr.
reason.
Cheyenne, because you said you wouldn't take him if he made $50,000. It's not about judgment. It's about the fact that you just can't pay for what you need.
What
to
I'm
pay
saying
for,
is,
right?
if a woman is in the space where she's making $80,000, and this man can add to whatever her lifestyle is, and he makes $50,000, for her that is conducive. I'm not going to say the amount I make, but I do really, really well.
Yeah.
And so if I got with a man who's making $50,000, I would be the breadwinner, and I would be taking full care of him, because the lifestyle that I have for myself and my family wouldn't be fair to him, because he would come in and he wouldn't even be able to slightly provide.
That's
Makes total sense. Makes total sense. I
Okay.
wouldn't take a man that's making
Okay, so what are y'all thoughts on this? Marcus, go ahead. I know you wanted to.
Like, bro, that was some funny shit. She literally like contradicted herself, like even they try to say her, like, well, that's what you mean. Like, he make less money. Like, it's crazy to me, like, what a whole bunch of girls think that being was emotionally intelligent means that they pretty much will get along or agree with everything you say. That's emotional intelligence. It's not because if you have something else to say, like that's not right, then you're not emotionally intelligent and you're trying to start a fight and trying to do all this. So pretty much emotional intelligence is, hey, as long as you can keep whatever I say, you're still cool. You don't disagree with it. You're emotionally intelligent. Like I'm saying, like some of these new women are just like they're like what I can see a man being back in the 40s. Like just, yo, I run shit. You ain't gotta tell you why. hey, I make money, I do this, this is what it is. Point blank, that's it. But I would picture a man back in the 40s and the 50s. That's how I picture like modern women now. It's just like just some of the shit just don't make sense.
Ashley, you scratching your head up
because I have a lot to say, but if you want to, someone else can go.
Okay. Raw. Okay.
Emotional intelligence has nothing to do with agreeing with the person. It has everything to do with communication, proper communication, understanding.
So you know,
hold on, Mark. Let it go. Let it cook.
All right, good.
I mean, that was the end of that.
But no. Real quick. What she just did, just right now, like what you just said, right? Sounds good, cool. What she just said right now, she said she'd rather have a man that's low value, high function. And literally right after that, pretty much without saying those words, said she wouldn't take a dude that's like that. So like just because y'all a lot of times y'all say this stuff, but what you actually mean is totally different. Like she literally believed it. Huh?
She literally explained it after she said it, and yet your ears turned off and went to the first thing that you misunderstood, and now you're moving forward with it. She explained
did
what
it
it
still didn't make any sense? You tell how did it make any sense? It still was.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll go now. All right. You also have to think of tax bracket wise. If someone is making in millions of dollars, tax bracket wise, her saying that she wants a low value, high functioning, her tax bracket then moves up. She's not going to go for the 50,000. She's going to then go for someone who makes closer to her, but is still considered low value to a high functioning. She's not looking for somebody who's high functioning or high value and low functioning, which is what she was talking about is a lot of men, right? So to her, no, she can't date someone who makes $50,000.
Well, she said she
it's not
would.
conducive to her lifestyle.
Well, she said she would though. She said she would rather have a man.
No, she said that she would date somebody who makes less than her, but it still needs to be conducive to her lifestyle. She doesn't want to be a provider. She wants a man to provide. He just doesn't have to make as much as her. But 50,000 isn't going to work for her if she makes millions.
Okay, all right, cool. Is anyone that's low value making millions? No. So like I said, like almost like what Ross said. Like I was trying to say the whole thing about the fat thing. Just because you say something doesn't mean it doesn't mean something else. Like you might say like,
sorry,
but no, I 100% get what she's saying. She doesn't want anyone that's out of her tax bracket. She wants to have someone that's equal to her or make more, and with her, that's going to work for them, which is totally fine. But what she said was, because it sounded hella good, that she wasn't like, some snooty kind of girl. She was like, yo, yeah, I'll take someone who's low value, high functioning. So low value means, even the other man said, it's under $100,000. She ain't gonna take that.
And that's when she said it's subjective.
Yes, to her tax bracket, if you make $500,000, that might not be conducive to her. So she considers that as low value. She is also speaking to an audience. So to us, like she said, someone who makes 80,000 is conducive for someone to make 50,000. Now it goes up. So somebody who makes maybe 500,000, maybe that also isn't in her tax bracket. You have to remember that it's selective on where your lane is. You shouldn't be shooting for somebody who is like that because that's not what she's looking for. So that's all. So if you're going to think about it as that, think about your own tax bracket and where you sit. And then for that specific, then go down to what you wouldn't take. Would you accept a woman who makes $30,000?
They don't care about how much a woman makes. That's why they don't get it.
Yes, that part is
very true. We care about what women makes?
Do you?
Y'all don't. Y'all said y'all don't.
Oh no. Yeah, but say we don't. Like no one cares. But what I'm saying is, like,
so someone for her that makes $500K or $50K could be considered too low for her low value.
She's expecting to live a certain lifestyle with her partner, right? So if she wants to live a certain lifestyle and turns into being the provider, then she's not going to be happy with that low value, high functioning man. He's got to be somewhere near. That way they can live the type of lifestyle that works for them.
That sounds stupid as fuck.
She doesn't want to be the provider.
Right.
She needs to say, yeah, exactly.
I want a man's perspective.
So you don't have to, if she's making $1 million, you don't have to make $1 million too. You can make $500,000 and she might be like, okay, that's fine.
That's her
choice.
choice.
But if you make $50,000, she's probably not looking at you because you can't keep up with her, and she can't live the life. You can't participate and contribute to the lifestyle that she wants.
Why not?
So in your lane, stay
in a regular world, you get $500,000. You can say that they are low value.
That she is not in a regular
low value
bracket.
But again, anyone in any world.
Hey, Marcus, hold up.
Low value. Like that's just not.
No. Time out, Marcus. Time out. First thing she said is you can't buy a bitch, right? First thing she said is you can't buy a bitch, right?
She said you can buy a body.
Right.
And she explained that too. I don't understand.
So
Keep going.
If we talking about tax brackets and I gotta be in a certain tax bracket, and technically I'm buying a bitch.
You're not buying nothing.
Nah, let's speak English.
Silly conversation.
You're not buying anything.
Nah.
The only thing that you have is what is the level that you're on. That's the level of value that you have. You're not buying her, especially if you're not up to her level.
And Peppa Pig to the side. Let's talk English.
So stupid.
We are talking English, and so I don't understand how you
don't say I'm not speaking English when you clearly understand me. You just refuse to refuse to accept it.
And I think it's a little bit of projecting, not gonna lie, but you're projecting on something that's not even in your tax bracket, so it's okay.
In ears all day. If you worried about where the fuck I'm at, if I'm low value, high functioning, and you not gonna fuck with me, so I gotta get my value up, I'm buying the bitch.
You're not buying anything. You're leveling yourself up.
Yes,
and if that's not somewhere you can be, then don't deal with her. Like, why does it even matter to you?
Yeah, go for somebody who you don't feel like you have to buy. I'm just confused sometimes, and I feel
y'all
like it's projection
because y'all speak Chinese.
No, we're not. You just need to find a girl that fits your lane. You're married. You found one that fits your lane, and it works for you. So why are you then worried about what another woman is saying about what she wants with her man?
No, what she's saying is, if she's saying, if I
no matter what the fuck I got or not.
Well, luckily you don't have to
just don't agree, and that's fine.
If I said I love poor people, but I said, oh no, I would never be around poor people. I would never be around someone who makes $30,000, $50,000 a year. I would never be. That's just not my lifestyle. But I love poor people. I love them. Like
she said, debate. There's no problem being in a room.
Let me just tell y'all.
No. You gotta see what she said though. What she said. She said she would.
Because she got different preferences.
The word she's using. The word she's using. To make her look good.
We don't want to hear what we want to hear. Marcus might agree, but I know Courtney agrees. If you are high functioning, a byproduct of that is you are high value.
That's not true.
No,
right.
because she did because exactly that's why she tried to differentiate it from what Kevin Samuels said. Kevin Samuels put both of those together. A high value man is all of that, not
right.
Just,
and so you're arguing a different. You're arguing something different.
No,
because and explained it to you how she was saying it, and you're telling her no, that's not what she said.
No, because when you're a high functioning man, or a high value man, in Kevin Samuels' words, you're putting all that together. That means you are social economically up there and your emotional intelligence up there. So in her, you just are socially economically up here, and your value and your what you call it, the
economic.
No, not the economic. The your vibration level is down here. Right. So that means you're talking about two different things here.
And she explained
that. Literally said that she's not referring to
but hold on,
Samuel's version.
Hold on.
Okay.
Because she made it a stupid version.
Yeah, okay. She tried to make it easy to make it fit the argument of what she was talking about, which is why she called herself slippy. That's why she contradicted herself. Right?
She didn't contradict herself at all.
No, she did not. This is how I know you guys weren't listening, because he literally asked her.
I know, and they literally got on her page.
Right.
After she explained it.
And they got on the same. They were like, that makes sense. What you think is something, and because she's separated, now you guys, your brains are frazzled.
All right, here's how I'm gonna dead all this right now. Do you want to know what a fucking high functioning low value or?
I don't believe anything that men think about high functioning and high value. I don't agree with that.
Do you want to know what a low functioning high value person is?
You can't redefine what she's defining. She says she doesn't think about high functioning. She didn't redefine it. She said this is her definition. She said she understands what Kevin Samuel says, but she has a different interpretation of it.
That's redefining.
She's explaining her. She's not.
Okay. Hold
She
up,
has a
Courtney.
different interpretation. She's not
Hey,
changing changing it.
Based on her.
No,
on
that's her
definition.
definition. She's not redefining it. She's not
No,
saying this isn't what he's doing. This is what she
Based on
wants.
her definition, explain to the class what you gathered from it.
I gathered exactly what she said.
Literally.
High functioning to her, high functioning is having basically being emotionally intelligent, having good moral character, making good decisions,
being ambitious.
You know, things like that. It's your character. It's who you are innately.
From money.
Your value, high
borrows
function.
an
That's
ultimate
high
drops you off
functioning.
at
Your
work.
value, she's attaining to your economic status, how much money you make, how much you're worth. And that's why she's saying she values a man who has good moral character, who can have intelligent conversations, who is emotionally intelligent, and as opposed to having high economic value, making a whole lot of money, and you're a shitty ass person. So yeah, she's going for the character of the person instead of the money. However, you're not going to make $20 an hour and date her and she's a fucking millionaire. That's not going to work for her because it's not conducive to her lifestyle. She doesn't want to be a provider. She doesn't want the man's.
Why
she
is that
doesn't
not
want a
conducive
man.
to her
She's
lifestyle?
okay with not being equally yoked, or she's okay with not dating somebody that has more money than her. As long as you have that character, which is most important to most people, she's okay with it. And she's saying that she cannot be bought.
If I said I don't date girls, if I say I don't date overweight girls, and I'm like, and it's like, in my mind, an overweight girl is 120. Wouldn't you be like, what? What do you like? Kind of like, what are you talking about? Like just me using those words, and I'd be like, you know what? Like, yeah, I'll date anyone. And then a slim girl comes in, she's like 120. Oh, no, I don't do that. That's in my mind what I think overweight is. Wouldn't that be kind of crazy? Like I'm not explaining it right. I'm just not explaining
to me,
it right.
that would be the overweight wouldn't be 120, and that would be extreme to me, and it wouldn't make sense to me. But if that's what you want, then that's what you got. I ain't no 120, and that would be fine. I wouldn't.
100% what you said. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with what she wants. There's nothing wrong with what she wants. Absolutely nothing. Like I agree with what she wants. You're not even listening to us. She's trying to say something to make it feel and sound good. Yes, I will date a dude who will make a lot of money. I will do that, but she won't. How you not understand that? What she wants
y'all want it to be black and white. Y'all want it to be the way that you want it to be.
It is.
That's not the way that it is.
No, it's
you have
not.
to have enough money.
Hey,
you have to have enough
check this
money.
out, right?
Is what she's saying. You have
My
to be
thing
making
is,
enough money.
I'm not even gonna speak for all men. I'm gonna just keep it unbiasedly raw. When people speak like that, it sounds like y'all want a bum ass nigga.
Okay. That's literally not what she's saying, but that's
literally exactly what the fuck she's saying. She wants the same
She
bum
said,
ass nigga that
that's
Nicki
cool.
Minaj went out there and got, that was high functioning, low value, and the nigga was outside trying to fight everybody and do all this dumb shit in the streets and fuck her shit up.
That would
That's
be
what the fuck
considered
you want
high
at the end of the
value,
day.
low functioning right there.
Exactly. This is how I know you guys weren't listening. You
How
literally
we
chose
not
a man.
listening? She said she
You
want a
literally
bum ass
chose a
nigga.
man who is not high functioning. He's actually low. He just has economic status of money. Like that's not the same thing that she's saying.
You can't get money without function.
Okay.
You can get money without function. Look at fucking Cardi B's ex-husband. He doesn't have good character. He cheated on her a bunch of times, but he got millions of dollars.
Ooh.
He's considered high functioning.
Ex. We were just
Offset?
talking about him.
Offset, the nigga that's in the studio 5 out of 7 days at the
He
week.
got millions of dollars, but he's got low moral character if he's cheating on this girl and doing all kinds of other
Y'all
shit.
need to use
That's
the
what he's
proper
talking.
words,
That's what she's
because
saying.
functioning means you're actually in motion doing something. That nigga in the studio
Y'all just don't
5 out of 7 days out the week. That
Annoying.
nigga's functioning.
He's
And
not
the
functioning
byproduct of
well.
She's also said ambitious. She said ambitious, and he's doing something. So that's part of being high functioning. So yeah, that's part of that too.
That
so
is
But
functioning.
he's not high functioning. He's
But
successful.
you're taking one bit of piece out of that and saying he's not high functioning. That's still considered high functioning based off of her own definition. That's
No,
what
it's
high
not.
function. That's what a
He
high
doesn't have good
functioning is.
emotional intelligence. He
doesn't have
a
emotional
good moral
intelligence. He
compass.
puts her shit out on
So let me ask you a
like
question.
it's a culmination of things in order to qualify
So
for it.
is she a high functioning, high value woman?
I don't know her.
I don't know. We don't know.
Now y'all don't know her. All right. So The proof is in the pudding.
Shit gotta go.
And so the proof is in the pudding. She's a high fat. If she talks the way she talks, she's a high value, high functioning woman. Why is she in these circles with these type of men? Because I'm pretty sure she is, since she's in this certain tax bracket. She's in these type of circles with these so-called high functioning, high value men. Why don't she have one?
Because she ain't find the one that she want.
Why?
Bullshit.
For whatever reason, like you act like people are single because there's something wrong with them. People can choose to be single. People can choose. There's a lot of women that don't want to date for a while. There's a lot of people that don't want to date. There's men that don't want to date and don't want to get married.
Men and women aren't the same. We date for two different reasons. So
there's something wrong with them.
Exactly. You guys are so separate, and yet you're trying to merge us right now. With
we're not trying to merge you, but we're trying to make it make sense how she contradicted herself. We're making it make sense.
Because you're around people. Just because you're around people that have the things that you're looking for doesn't mean that you're automatically going to connect. That doesn't mean they have the same interests. That doesn't mean they enjoy doing the same things. Like you have your own things that you're interested in. Like maybe she likes to go hiking and she wants to go hiking with somebody. Maybe they're not on the same page when it comes to children. Like just because she's around good moral character and men that have a lot of money doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to date. And it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with her, and it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with the man who's in the same situation. Y'all just really shit on people and make no sense of things.
She wants to be in a relationship. She pushing 50 years old. And she claims to
be this, and it doesn't matter.
She claimed to be this person that knows it all.
It do matter. I want you when your titties is attached to your clavicles, not when they slapping your.
She's not looking for nobody your age. She's looking for somebody her age.
And she can't find him. Why?
She's looking for somebody her age who aligns with what she wants. And what she likes. Nobody like y'all can put a time limit on women. Y'all can put whatever you want on women, but we don't have to operate within your ideals. We haven't been operating within your ideals. Women aren't fucked off.
No,
there's a whole conversation about the lonely man epidemic and all this stuff. Women are doing what they want to do. People are going to do what they want to do, and that's okay. Like you can't just say women are shitty because they're not married, and women are shitty because they don't have kids. And don't nobody care about no kids either. Like he ain't the end all be all. Just because y'all agree with this conversation doesn't mean everybody goes along with it.
So hold on, I'm gonna let also.
I don't care about what he says.
Well, you got
you're about to contradict it in the sense of like, well, a man said this, so we have to believe it.
Yeah, so just because a man said it doesn't mean we have to align.
That ain't the point.
And why the fuck
I'm drawing a comparison.
Y'all don't want to know what the fuck a man said. If y'all want a man, y'all gotta worry about the man.
Why y'all pressed about us when y'all can worry about yourselves? Y'all are talking about you can't change shit and everything and all these double standards that y'all have to deal with and all that. Y'all have so much going on with y'all that you can worry about.
Y'all see this shit right now?
Hold on. Let me play so we can give his definition of what he said, because she brought him up. So therefore, we're gonna hear what he got to say about what it actually is.
That's what his opinion is.
Let's define it.
What you mean? The type of guy?
Because she's not going off of what he said. If she was going off of what she said and then contradicts herself, then it makes sense. But she's not going off what he said. She clearly defines something different. So bringing this up is irrelevant.
No, it's not irrelevant because
it's just how you would choose to align.
It proves the
You're just having a completely different conversation.
There was no Dr. Cheyenne Brown before. And when there was Kevin Samuels, there was no Dr.
Cheyenne. There was a Dr. Cheyenne Brown. She just wasn't on the internet, and she's telling you what her beliefs are.
And that means that wasn't
like, he didn't write the fucking Bible when it comes to high value. Right. Like, what are you talking about?
Just listen.
Here right now is every day. But who are we kidding? The reason you my job is to make sure my clients look good, smell great, and are the best version of themselves each and every day. But who are we kidding? The reason you're here right now is because the term high value man seems to be everywhere. Full disclosure, I didn't create the term, guys. High value man has been with us for a long time. I have just put my own unique spin on it and kind of popularized it.
You're welcome. Turn it off. You don't need to listen anymore.
So many people are talking about high value this, high value that. And many times they're actually talking about me and saying as though, well, Kevin said this or Kevin said that. And many people are getting it 100% wrong. So in an attempt to make sense of all this, I want to give you guys the simple 6 basic principles that I define as being high value. Now, again, you don't have to agree with what I'm saying,
But this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying a high value man. So your mileage may vary, your opinion is your opinion, but when I'm talking about it, this is what I'm talking about. So let's get it started. First of all, let's go over some basic definitions. High, great, greater than normal in quantity, size, or intensity. Value, the regard of something held to deserve, the importance, worth, or usefulness of something. And man, an adult human male. So when you put all that together, what do you have? An adult human male that's greater than normal importance or usefulness to what? The group. Basic economic principle states that the value of something is what a market is willing to pay for it. The value is determined by what? The market. And when we're talking about individuals, the market is other people, men or women. So a high value man is completely determined by the market. Case in point, you can have a vehicle, a home, anything in your possession. You can hold it dear. It could be supremely important to you. But when you put it on the market decides. And there's an upper limit and a lower limit. It doesn't really matter if you think the low is too low or the high is not high enough. That's what the market is willing to pay for it. And that is its overall value. That has been with us forever. So when we start talking about that, we're dealing with people. It really throws people off because it seems so cold, so calculated. But like it or not, that's the way the world is. So let's get into this whole high value man thing. Number one, in order to be a high value man, it starts with money. Again, like it or not, I didn't put the six-figure thing out there. It's been with us since the mid 80s. And like it or not, that's where this whole thing starts. You can't be high value and homeless. So you have to make a certain amount of money. And the line is roughly at $10,000 a month adjusted for Atlanta dollars. If you live in San Francisco, LA, New York City, where the cost of living is higher than 100%, you need to adjust it. So $10,000 a month gets the starting point off for high value. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just giving you what the world gave me. Number two, that money needs to be made over a length of time, i.e. performance. And that's roughly about 5 years. And about the 3-year mark, you're kind of starting to scratch the surface. Why does it need to be 5 years? Well, because guys, it's a matter of consistency and stability. Look in the NFL, the NBA, anybody can have a great season, but having a great season does not automatically mean you're going to the Hall of Fame. They want to see consistent numbers over a period of time. You know how this works, just like I do in business. You can't be a one-hit wonder or have up here and down there. Consistency, performance over a length of time. That's why that 5-year mark is so important. Like I said, around 3 years, you're starting to scratch the surface, but at 5 years, people can pretty much count on you to say, this person understands and knows how to get it done. Number 3 is group acceptance. Like it or not, guys, high value man is like a fraternity. It's like a club, a secret society. And high value men know other high value men. They welcome him into the group. They know what it takes to be there. They know what it takes to get in there. And high value men, group acceptance is supremely important. Guys, secret societies, fraternities, organizations have always been with us. And you know how this just works in just general interaction. Guys that just make their own secret society or club, but it doesn't matter as much as somebody says that group is important. Guys, this is about separation. High value men tend to huddle around other high value men for reasons I'm going to go into a little bit later. But group acceptance is another critical component of being a high value man. Why is group acceptance so important? Because the next part, a network. You have to have a network of other high value men and others. This is another stumbling block for a lot of guys, for a lot of people, because they may have the money, even the length of time. They may look like they fit the group, but if they don't even have any other high value contacts or a network, a group of others, that person is going to be looked at with a side eye. Think of it like this. If you're sitting at the table with 10 high value men, and each of these 10 men has 50 contacts, that's 500 contacts, and you sit at the table and you have twice as much money as any other man on there, but you have 0 contacts. What can you effectively get done other than throw money at it? These other men can make phone calls, exert influence, move things to get things done. And you can only do what? Offer money and potentially feed off that network of contact. One thing high value men know and understand.
All right, so that's pretty much the gist of it. So in regards to all of that and what we were talking about, yeah. Did he say he put his own spin to it? Absolutely. Right? But at the end of the day, what we're talking about is contradictory. What she would take versus what she said, versus what she'll actually take, and then versus when the guy asked her, hey, so would you take this low value, high function man? No. Then when you asked her again, then she said, well, it doesn't fit my life. It doesn't fit my lifestyle. Cool. Understood. I get that. I understand it. But there's a contradictory there. Mm-hmm. So you basically saying, based off of your own definition and what you explained, you're going to take the high value man that's low functioning over actually taking the high functioning man that's low value. Because if the man is high functioning, he has the skills and he has the wherewithal to get to become a high value man in her own definition. So that's the point that's being made. So nobody's pissed off at, nobody cares about the tax bracket that we're in. We're just calling the bullshit where it's at. Mm-hmm. So, because nobody knows how much nobody makes here. We don't know that. We don't know how much Raw got in his bank account. I don't know how much Ashley got in hers. I don't know how much Kay got. I don't know how much Marcus got. I don't know how much I got. But we're going based off of what she said and things she said in the past. And we bring it all together. Contradictory. Full of shit. And if you got all the answers, because men and women aren't the same, so you can't use, well, how come he didn't have a woman, but she got to have one? It's two different things. A high value man. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck, Ash. You said you want somebody that makes more money than you, right? So
no, I said he needs to make equal or more.
Equal or more. Same difference. Equal or more.
So she's looking for a high value, high functioning man.
Hold on, okay. Preferably more, right?
No, it can be equal or more. There's no preferred. It needs to be baseline is equal or more. That's base, equal.
Okay. So in layman's term, preferably more. We got it.
Okay. It's like you're not listening all over again. It's weird to me.
Y'all just keep adding. Y'all just keep adding.
No, you got to call it a spade because
no, I literally said equal, and yet you're going to. He has to make more. You're not.
What we're doing, we're being disingenuous.
Y'all just make up stuff.
No, he said what you're rapping.
I said, but what we're doing, you doing is that you just did the exact same thing that she did. Dr. Cheyenne Bryan just did. You just did the exact same thing. I said, but you would prefer, if you had to choose, you would prefer him to make more, correct? That's an honest answer. Yes or no? That's like,
and I answered you. And I said, my baseline is equal. So then that should be the start of where the conversation is. Okay. Then
so if that's at the baseline, so why even say more or more? Just say, yeah, I'd rather him make the same as me. And we
semantics. Okay. I want him to make it same as me.
So yeah, we'll pay some.
Okay. I want to make $70,000 a year.
Doesn't mean she's not going to accept anybody who makes more. So you're like limiting.
If she's not going to say, if she's going to accept it, that means preferably more, right? Because if she didn't prefer it, cool, she'll just take the dude that makes the same amount. But hey,
but she's not preferring it. She prefers.
Neither
here nor there.
Neither here nor there.
It is because you're literally trying to say he needs to make more money, and I didn't say that.
Say he needs. See, I didn't even say need. I said preferred. That's not a need. Preferred is not a need
right now, Courtney.
Hold on. No, we got to break that down. You can't go and say, well, I said this, but then turn around and say, I said need. I said preferred.
No.
I don't need it, but I prefer it.
I said the same thing before. You just said I said preferred, as in I did not say equal. Because right now we're going off of you said it. It just be she prefers more.
Who wouldn't prefer more? Who would not prefer more?
Who would not? Yeah. Anyway, we'll start the baseline.
Who would want more? That's what I'm getting.
Cool. We'll start at the baseline. At the end of the day, it's still a contradiction. In order to get to wherever level you at, you have to be a high functioning man. So. What the point is, she's contradicting herself the entire fucking time.
She's not contradicting herself at all.
She's called, and we called out. We literally sat here and heard it, and every time she contradicted herself, myself, Marcus, and or Raw, you saw the facial expression we made.
Because y'all not listening, but we didn't have that facial expression. That's the thing. Y'all have your own opinion, and you stuck on
it. Watched it. This is not my first time watching this. I've watched this
then that's even worse.
And not listened to it.
But
the problem is, I'm not negating the fact of what her decision of what she wants is. What I'm talking about is the contradictory. Y'all keep talking about the fact, well, she can have what she wanted. Cool. But I'm talking about contradictory of it.
What is she specifically contradicting? Because she's saying that she won't take somebody making $20 an hour and when she's making $1 million, and that's the problem.
But she said she would. She said she would prefer low.
How do you know that the person making $20 an hour isn't making $1 million?
She wants somebody with good character that's making money somewhere in her tax bracket. It doesn't have to be more. It doesn't have to be equal.
Don't listen.
Hey Kim, hey Kay, did she not say I would rather have a low value, high function? Did she say that?
Then a high value, low functioning, correct?
Low value, high functioning.
Mm-hmm.
Low value, in the term of low value, makes way less money than she does.
That's what doesn't mean way less, though. That it doesn't.
That's what it means.
I got a
means
question.
Much less.
I got a question.
What? So you can classify someone making $500,000 as a low value person. You cannot do that.
For her, you're not thinking if she's making millions of dollars. She's a millionaire, right? She doesn't want to date somebody who's making $20 an hour.
That same person would be high value considered to me if he makes $500,000.
Are you trying to say still that anyone who makes $1 million and someone who makes $500,000 isn't still in a qualification of high value?
That's up to her, and that's why she said it's substantive. It's substantial. It depends on the person. So for her, if there's a limit, if she's multimillionaire, she wants you to at least make $1 million. Then that's her baseline right there. That's what she's looking for. You don't have to make equal to her. You don't have to be making equal millions of dollars.
We get that part. She should not use the word high value, low value, because it makes most normal people think that she's down to earth. And I think what she wants people to think.
She's explaining for the average and everyday person as well as people who are in her tax bracket, and she explained exactly why she did it and explained exactly what she meant by it. And yet we're still going off what you guys think is high functioning and high value, even though she separated and explained it and broke it down to you. I'm confused as to why we're still here.
You understand what she meant? Is what she wanted other people.
Because if a motherfucker's making some bread,
they just want her to say that she needs somebody to make more money than her.
No. Don't tell me I can't buy a bitch if you worried about my bread. Because if I get a certain amount of bread, I'm buying the bitch. That's all it is at the end of the day. All this fucking Chinese semantic shit that y'all women always like to go into is stupid as fuck.
Okay.
If somebody is high functioning, a byproduct of functioning at a high level for extended period of time is that money gonna come with it. So what are we talking about?
Y'all talking about Kevin Samuels, and we're talking about what she's talking about. And we're in the same conversation as her, and y'all are in a whole different space. Right. And that's okay. That's
a rich bitch trying to sell pussy.
I see how we got the he, they, them, she, all the things. I can see how now because
y'all
whatever your definition of anything is at that time, that's what it is.
Only accept what you believe. Y'all only accept what you are willing to accept, and that's okay.
It's made up. It's logic.
Fairyland and all this other stuff.
You can't just say that we're in fairyland and all of this stuff just because you choose not to have the depth of the thought or have the understanding.
High function, high value.
It's not right or wrong. So
and y'all sit up there and talk about, if he's not in my tax bracket, but oh my God, we're not talking about money. Then what the fuck is a tax bracket?
We are talking about money. Money does play a factor. That's the whole point of the conversation. Money plays a factor. Y'all ridiculous. It's fine.
Because y'all get up there and talk about
y'all are married. Y'all
I don't
good.
want nobody that works a job because if I want to take a trip, he can't take a trip. So a nigga just magically ain't got fucking sick days and vacation days now? Because the nigga that run the company can't take time off like that neither. He got a company to fucking tend to. So let's be fucking realistic.
You just
all these bitches get online and they fucking sell courses and shit, and because they fucking selling courses and motherfuckers is just paying them for a fucking video that they got on Udemy or whatever the fuck platform, they think that everybody else just got fucking free time. If you high fucking functioning, you got some fucking money behind you, and you probably ain't got the time to deal with them bitches, and that's why they single fucking now.
Oh, so you just want to attack people because you don't like what we're saying and you refuse to listen to it.
Like I told you, I don't go to the trainer.
I know that's the problem.
Lower your tone about
reality. Y'all got to go to these motherfuckers that ain't even face half the shit that y'all face, and they tell you, "Oh my God, if you do Sudoku in this coloring book, it'll fix."
Just because a doctor can work on you if you have cancer, doesn't mean the doctor has cancer. So get the hell out of here with that analogy. That's stupid as hell.
And the doctor don't even know the cure to cancer. All they're gonna give you some petroleum-based drugs that don't really do shit. and then maintain the shit long enough to fucking get rich off your ass till you die.
But you gonna go to him. Courtney had something to say. Courtney had something to say. He wanted to say.
Who the fuck going?
What did you have to say, Courtney?
I ain't got nothing to say, man. Y'all got it.
Oh, I thought you said that when we were done talking.
I ain't said nothing. I'm letting y'all rock. Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
I think, we will always just agree to disagree on this. And that's the joy of just being each person.
We disagree to disagree. Because women fucking here in fucking Disneyland fairy world and men here in reality.
Well, lucky for you, you're married, so you don't have to deal with it.
I don't give a fuck what the fuck I am.
Lucky you. See, you don't even have to worry about the issues that we're dealing with.
Men gotta wake up every day and create fucking shit out of the world that don't even fucking exist.
And yet y'all are still getting married, so it's working.
And enjoy what the fuck come with fucking men coming out here and fucking existing.
People are still getting married, so it is working some way or another for them. Everybody has their own lane.
Y'all agree with the bullshit she's talking about?
Are you
so upset? I don't understand why you so upset.
Right.
What are you so upset about?
I felt like that was a little bit of a personal attack in a negative manner, and we need to bring that down about 2 notches because that's unnecessary.
How was it a personal attack? Y'all agreeing with a single bitch, and y'all fucking say that the shit makes sense. We telling y'all the shit don't make sense. So why is it not making sense for none of y'all?
Just because y'all say it doesn't make sense doesn't mean that we have to be like, oh, okay, it doesn't make sense. Y'all. It doesn't make sense. We don't understand anymore. And we're just going to go ahead and follow you guys because it makes sense to y'all. We're not just going to go on your side and be like, oh, okay, now that you changed the conversation, it makes sense.
You don't have to be on my side. And
apparently I do. You want me to literally tell you, oh my God, you're so right. You guys are so right. Let me change how I think. No, I hear y'all.
It's the fact. No, it's the fact that you got to make it make sense. It don't. I guess it only makes sense. The only time we do this all the time. Y'all done it before. Every time a woman says something, it makes sense. Now I can be objective about the situation when it makes sense. If it makes sense,
so now because we're agreeing with a woman again, we're not objective.
Hold on, okay. The fact of the matter is, I've said it plenty of times already. She's already contradicted herself in the entire thing. We explained to you exactly what a high functioning man is and how that ties to what being a high value man actually is. You can't have one without the other. You can't be a high functioning man with everything that she listed what a high functioning man is without being a high value man. Now, if you're talking about the only time that matters is when you got scammers and drug dealers. And a lot of times, even some drug dealers, those niggas can't be high functioning, but it still comes with a lot of fucking money. So with that being said, and a lot of times the niggas who do sell dope and who ain't making a lot of money are low functioning ass niggas. So with that being said, the niggas who are making a lot of money, the men that she's talking about, that's high value, these niggas are high functioning men as well. That's the point that's being made. You aren't going to give it on a broad spectrum. Look, let's take it away from celebrities. Let's take it away from everybody. You talking about let's take it to a regular 9 to 5. Let's take it to a regular 9 to 5 man. Let's just say he make let's just say a high value of 6 figures, right?
Who are you going off with, Sam or her?
Who?
Whose opinion are you going off of? Hers or Sam's?
That's why I gave you both examples. That's why I said you can't have one without the other. It ain't gonna happen because you can't be in STEM. You can't be in STEM and tech. They make 6 figures. We all know that. You can't be in that field without being a high functioning man. You ain't gonna be in that field. You have to be ambitious. You have to have all of that in order to get to where you're at in STEM and field.
All of what? I want you to break down what you see as a high functioning man, high value.
Exactly everything she said. So high economic status. He has to be charismatic. He has to be emotionally intelligent. He has to be ambitious. Have to be all of these things. So therefore, you can't separate the two. They all are part of it. And this the byproduct of that will then come the money. So what are we talking about?
So you think every person out here that has money is emotionally intelligent?
For the most part, you have to have some sort of
emotional. You can't get money without emotional intelligence.
You have to have some sort. Tell me
your definition of emotional intelligence to y'all.
A person who understands their emotions and knows not to act on those emotions. I am aware of my emotion, but I'm not gonna act on my emotion just because you may have said some shit that pissed me off. So I know people who are. I know a person. We know salesmen who do this all the time, and salesmen are the top and high earners. So they have to be emotionally intelligent because they deal with a lot of people. I've been in sales before. I know what it takes to be a salesman. So therefore, you have to be able to have emotional intelligence because you're going to have certain people who are going to be coming at you a certain way. They're going to have attitude. They're going to curse you out. You got to be able to hold that shit in. Even though you want to say, motherfucker, I can't stand your bitch ass. I can't. You have to have all of that. So why do you think the people who are in sales and who make the most money, they have that? That's part of their character. That's what
okay. Here's the thing. I've been in sales before, right? I've also been in sales. I've also been in sales with men who have had plenty of money. They can manipulate you. They can talk to you. They can sell water to a whale. But at the end of the day, they go home, they sniff coke, they beat on their wife, they sleep with a lot of women. They do all these other things that are not bringing any high value. I mean, that any high functioning. They're not a high functioning man. They can be a drug addict. They can be drunk at work every day. They can be drunk, at home. They can be drunk on a job. They can be an asshole. They can have the disgusting attitude behind the scenes, but they turn it on to make that sale because what? Money talks. So you can't say that you're a high value and a high functioning man just because you're in sales or just because you can manipulate or identify emotions and work around them. That's not the only thing that she's looking for. You also have to have good moral character. Just because you can be up there with the money and not have good moral character. So that's a high value man in terms of money, which is what she's talking about.
You still can't take it away because guess what? Guess what he still has to have to get that money. What also comes with high functioning man?
You can be ambitious. You can be ambitious, but you're not a high functioning man.
That's why you cannot separate the two.
One thing.
I need you to look at the definition of emotional intelligence. I just sent it to our chat because I need you to look at the definition. And then I want you to come back because you're only choosing one of that definition when there are several things in that definition. And then come back and tell me because it makes a lot more sense of why you guys feel this way if you're only seeing emotional intelligence as regulating your emotions. That makes a lot of sense then because it's not just that when we say emotional intelligence, but if that's how you see it, then I can understand why you think the two need to come together.
Where did you see it? Where did you send it?
I put it in our chat, our phone chat.
Yeah, I don't see it in here.
Yeah, it's
so Courtney's probably referring to a lot of the stuff that's in here in the definition. But you also have to have good character. You can do a lot of this stuff, but it's not just emotional intelligence. There's more morals and character to it.
You're not going to get 100. You're not going to get 100% of everything, ladies. Like, are we going to be for real?
Correct, and that's what she's saying.
That's my point. But that's why you can't separate the two. It's never going to be separated. It's always.
It is going to be separate. I just gave you an example of how it's separated, and what in her terms, it's her opinion. And
wait.
So you can make that be a piece of shit.
If we're going to talk about her video, then we need to talk about her opinion on the high functioning, high value. Otherwise, we're just going off of anything else.
Hold on. I actually put something in the chat. Right.
The only thing that you guys are discussing right now is self-regulation and motivation. There's no empathy included. There's no self-awareness if you're a piece of shit. And then there's no social skills. Just because you can manipulate people, that doesn't mean that you have social skills.
You can't get bread without social skills.
You need to have all of them to have emotional intelligence.
For what?
Okay.
I think we're talking about two different things. We're talking about woman's version and
I'm just saying that definition is vast. If I have emotional intelligence, that's for me. I don't give a fuck about what you're going through.
That's not for you. That's empathy is included in emotional intelligence.
And y'all killed Charlie Clerk over Charlie Kirk.
Who is y'all? That was one man who decided he wanted to kill Charlie. Relax with that. Relax with that.
It's not one.
Which was a man who doesn't have emotional intelligence.
Because people got on the internet control and agreed with the bullshit and stood on it. So we're not gonna do it to one man.
What are you saying?
Like we're just never going to agree on it, and that's okay.
Everything I say everything that I said in emotional
No,
intelligence, that's part
no,
of
it's
it, man.
not. You don't include
It's
empathy.
encompassing.
Social
It's
skills are just
encompassing,
talking about
Dominic.
manipulation because you're using a
You
salesperson.
have to have that in order to be in sales. Even that's just that alone. You have to.
Empathy, you do not have that when some people that you're talking about.
So you don't have
the
to have.
only thing you mentioned
have
in
social
sales was that he had emotional regulation and he can manipulate people.
Okay, so
you
we
don't
doing,
have to have
I got you. So
empathy
we doing
to be
semantics out
successful in
too now.
sales. You don't have to empathize.
Like
at
I
all.
was saying,
Not
like
semantics.
CK said, and he was very, very right. Empathy is a heap of fucking shit.
No, it's not, and that's part of the problem why you don't understand a lot of things.
If you
can't, you have to be
break your
empathetic in order to
motherfucking
provide the
ankle.
proper compassion. You have to be empathetic.
First
If you
of
can't
all,
think about how a
you
person
gonna
feels
let
in
me
their
cook
shoes,
or
it's stupid.
no?
I think
Can
that
I
you
cook?
guys are emotionally intelligent. I just
Can I
sometimes
cook?
don't agree with some of the things that you say, and that's okay.
Can I cook though?
I don't know. It depends because you're really going on something. Yeah.
Can I cook though?
You're not
All
really
I'm
cooking.
saying-
Kind of like a stew.
Because look, this is something that y'all fucking crucified Charlie for.
No,
Empathy
we
is a heap of
didn't.
shit.
Yeah, you gotta stop saying that, man.
I'm not talking about you in general. I'm talking about the general public. So I don't have to stop saying shit. If you fall and break your motherfucking ankle, I never broke
You
my
need to get it together because the way you're coming at people is ridiculous this evening.
I need you
It's
to
not being
lower
ridiculous.
your
Y'all don't
tone.
want to
I'm
fucking
done with
listen.
this.
We're listening. Just because we don't agree doesn't mean we're not listening to you.
The disconnect between men and women is y'all want to hear what the fuck y'all want to hear, and when we
Sure.
tell y'all the
We
reality
actually
from our
listen
side,
to
y'all want
the
to drone
exact
it out.
words that you said.
And it's okay. Like, I don't understand. What if I said,
Hold on, ladies. Let them cook real quick. Let them
Put
cook
the
real quick.
definition
Then
of
I'll let y'all
empathy
go.
on the screen,
Then I'll let y'all go. I'll let y'all cook it up.
please.
Let them go. I
Now
got
you
you.
changing the whole conversation to empathy.
Go ahead, Raw.
Come on.
Y'all not letting me
We about
cook.
to wrap this up.
Go ahead, Raw. Ladies, let them go.
Go for it.
Empathy means feeling as you feel. I can't physically feel as you fucking feel.
Y'all are so.
So bro was 100% right when he cooked on that topic. I can sympathize with you.
Sympathy means you just feel bad.
If you broke your ankle and mine ain't broke, I feel bad for you, nigga. You limping.
And you can imagine what that would feel like. You can imagine.
I ain't never broke a bone before.
You can imagine it. If you refuse to imagine it, then you're just refusing to be empathetic.
Okay.
But you can imagine, you can put yourself in their shoes and be like, I understand that's going to be very painful. I understand that he's going to need help around the house. I understand that it's going to be hard for him to go for long walks or go travel. I understand that if he gets on a plane, he's going to need more room. He might need this. He might need that. That's
and that is
empathy.
sympathy, and I can make
That's
my
empathy. Sympathy means I feel bad for your situation, and that's it. Compassion means I'm going to help you, and I'm going to give you the things that you need, so that I can help you be better. Those are the three definitions. You can feel, I'm sorry for your loss. Most of the time, that's sympathy. I'm sorry that your mother passed away, but I'm not being empathetic about it.
Matt, what you got? Matt, what you got? Hold on, let Matt. What's up, Matt? What you got? Cause you say we
not being friends right now.
What up, Matt?
You there, bro?
I don't think your mic on.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, dog. I was just gonna be in the back check for real, but I'm just saying.
I know you working.
Yeah. So y'all, I'm just looking at the situation. I'm like, man, just tone it down a little bit. It's kind of looking bad on both sides. Like on both sides. No, like I understand this isn't like, certain conversations people get kind of, it hits harder for some people depending on what it is. But I seen disrespect on both sides, honestly. I seen the women, y'all was over talking, even the host. I said it on YouTube. I said, hey man, be respectful. Stop over talking the host. Raw, you being raw. I ain't gonna lie, dog. You being raw. So I just say let's just keep it. I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with some good, back and forth, you know what I'm saying? I know we get heated and everything, but let's just keep it respectful, you know what I'm saying? On both sides.
I apologize for talking over you, Courtney.
No, you good.
I mean, I ain't disrespecting nobody, and I mean, I know they felt like I was dragging them personally into some stuff, but I'm not. Like, I'm not speaking on negative situation,
I think the situation on this one is what's being missed for real is just like the actual like the definition that both parties did, the woman's side and the man's side. The whole reason why even Kevin Samuel he didn't even coin the term. Like he said, it's been going on way before him. Like Patrice O'Neal said this way back in the day in the 90s. And it was just something that a lot of what women were saying, right? They said they wanted a high value man. Basically, high value overall. I mean, we got to look like call a spade a spade. You got people out here trying to make money. They try to reinvent words and phrases and stuff so you can do exactly what we're doing right now, right? So they monetizing and rearranging words and everything. I understand what she was saying. She, she didn't, it probably won't fit her, whatever, but she did contradict herself. Like even the host, it ain't even us on the show saying it. The host even said, even the woman on that one, the lady that was on the host said it, right? So I just think with both what Kevin Samuel said and what she said, it's all the same shit. It's just being said kind of differently and twisted or whatever. But like I kind of lean more what the fellas are saying, because I am a man, right? So it's like telling men what a man is kind of crazy. That's like us going to women and saying a real woman, a high functioning woman is this, a low functioning woman is this. A high functioning woman, she know how to cook, clean, and blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. A low functioning one, you know what I'm saying? We can say it all day, but y'all say y'all men, you don't even know how it is to be a woman on a day-to-day basis. So men going out there and becoming these high value men, low function men, whatever, it's a test and it's a rite of passage to get to that point, right? I think Courtney, everybody here, it's like it's a different situation when when men get into that point. And the reason why I say I lean a little more with the men, because what we have to do to get to that, to be high functioning and high value and everything in general, possibility versus probability. The probability of a guy being high functioning and low value is low. So I think the situation that's going on right now, you got the women, y'all thinking about the possibility. The men are talking about the probability, and it's getting lost in translation within the conversation. The men are saying the probability of a man being high functioning, but low value is low. You don't find that often. Yes, you can point to it, like the ladies did. Y'all point to it. Kay, you did a good point. I think Ashley, I think you said something, but I think we can all kind of agree that the probability of a high functioning man being low value is probably not going to be a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I was trying to say. It just. I think we got too much into the semantics of things and just wanted to be right instead of trying to get understanding from both sides. You know what I'm saying?
No, I said that though. I said it's okay. We can understand and not have to agree with each other. I think
I get that, but that's like after the whole situation happened, the damage already done.
Well, it wasn't that we were having a conversation, and I said it multiple times, and yet we were still having it. And we're allowed to disagree with you, and I just want to taboo on the fact of yes, you guys are saying on your end of how you have to exude it into the world, and we're saying it on how we are receiving it. So there are two different things. You guys can act how you want to on how you get there, but we also are in the mix of we are dating y'all. So there are things that we're saying as well. So I can understand on your side, and then y'all can do whatever you want with the information that I'm giving you on it. So it's no matter what on this subject, we're not going to agree. We're just going to hear each other out and move on.
Yeah, but I mean, I get that. But at the same time, like when I said the demo is done, yeah, we're saying it now, and you probably said it a couple times, but I did see shots come from both sides. Like y'all was accusing the men of not being competent enough to understand what's going on, even though you explained just now that we just not going to agree because we coming from two facets, right? But if you taking shots and saying how competent they are for understanding what was going on, I mean, it ain't no like just agree to disagree situation. If you're taking shots, that means it's not no agree to disagree. You just disagree and you're calling out people competency level, right?
I apologize for calling out your competency level for you guys. That's not at all. What I did say was I don't understand how you guys don't understand, but I was never saying that you guys aren't intelligent. We're just disagreeing. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
No, not verbatim. I'm just saying, like, if you're saying like things like, I'm sorry y'all not understanding what's going on, I don't see, things of that nature. That is kind of like trying to say like, oh, y'all not getting it and y'all not understanding what's going on. And I don't see, what I'm saying? That's why I'm
And
coming
that's
from.
okay if they don't understand. Like we're saying she has her opinion. She explained it. Ashley and I understand it. Kevin Samuel has his opinion. We understand it. That's his opinion. But if y'all are not understanding or saying that she's contradicting herself when we are agreeing with her and saying that she's not contradicting herself, she's saying something different. And if you don't understand it, that's okay. And if we didn't understand what Kevin Samuel was saying, and we didn't agree with it, then it's okay. We don't understand it. We don't agree with it. But it's not a big deal if y'all don't get it and we get it, and then we're just having a different understanding.
It's not about a getting it or you can't say we're not getting it, but at the same time we have our own opinion about what we receive. It's like that's a contradiction right there. If you're saying it's okay to have a difference of opinion, you can't say we're not understanding it. We just have a difference of opinion. And
That's
if you
fine.
if you accept it, just accept it. Don't add the little sauce at the end.
We've been accepting the fact that we are not going to come to an agreement on this subject for a long time. So if you were just talking about semantics, we're kind of rolling right back into it, where it's seeming like you want us to concede and be like, sure, y'all.
No, I'm not
saying.
I'm not saying concede, right? I'm just saying if we're going to say we agreed to disagree and we just have a different opinion, we leave it there instead of saying people are not understanding. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying y'all wrong.
Whatever y'all want to define it as,
right?
Now, at the end of the day,
we know everybody.
We are gonna have our disagreements. We are gonna have our disagreements. At the end of the day, it's all love. Yeah, right. It's gonna top off at the end. I get it. Hey, but this is entertainment too. So it is what it is. Nobody's gonna have hard feelings at the end of the day. Kay, I love you. Ashley, I love you. Raw, love you. Mark, love you too. So at the end of the day, and Matt, love you too. At the end of the day, we just gonna have these conversations, and so yeah, it's gonna get heated on one end. Yeah, it's sometimes it may cross the line just a little bit, but at the end of the day, there's no hard feelings at the end of it. We still gonna go to sleep. Everybody gonna go to sleep happy, and at the end of the day, we gonna get to a bag, and so hey, we good. Like ain't no like we straight. It's you know what I'm saying, Raw. Yeah, Raw gonna be Raw. That's why he got his name, Unbiased Raw. So we already know what comes with that. So it's in the name in itself. So you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, but I don't believe that he's coming from a place of attacking y'all. And I know at the same time, y'all ain't coming from a place of attacking us as well. We just talking. We having a conversation. So that's what it is, bro.
Okay.
So yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ashley, Ashley, y'all cut me off from time to time, but I'm not tripping on that. That's part of it. You feel me? So that's why we just bring it back. Hey, like, hold up, hey, relax, calm down.
Y'all want an extra spice?
Yeah, it's cool. Exactly. You feel me? Exactly. So we straight, bro. Like, and ain't nothing, and that's part of it. It's part of it.
Also, I was just kind of saying that because I wasn't trying to like be on some like y'all wrong. I was like more of the quality of the show type thing because it was like everybody was talking at the same time.
It get like that, you know what I'm saying? That's part of the entertainment, though, bro. And as long as it's not a continuous thing, as long as it ain't like other shows, I would not put names out there. As long as it ain't like other shows where we're constantly doing it on a consistent basis, then that's when we'll have to have a discussion on the back end, like, hey, bro, what the fuck are we doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but it's gonna happen from time to time. I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen in the future too. But we're gonna try to keep it at surface level for the most part. So
yeah, I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna still be working, but I'm gonna be here. But I ain't gonna count up if that's cool.
Nah, you good, bro. Yeah. Do your thing.
I mean, as far as it goes for me, I'm not personally attacking my fellow panelists. I mean, they're my sisters. I'm just attacking Cheyenne Bryant's fucking ideology. And it's just like, I don't understand at times from a man's perspective why women don't understand what men are saying. Mm-hmm. I get that she wanted to remix definitions and she came out with her own definition. So we can straight orchestrize her from whatever the fuck Kevin Samuel said and let her rewrite her own definitions for what she was speaking on. But at the end of the day, what I'm just driving at is it don't make sense. You can't be functioning at a high level for extended period of time and the money don't come with it. If it don't, something is wrong. So she over here, then we trying to say like, you know, money don't matter, but then she's talking about tax brackets. So that's still talking about money. So it don't make sense is what I'm trying to say. It don't matter if you make $1 million fucking dollars. Everybody not gonna make a fucking $1 million. So it's just like, you know, people in the past have said before, like they've tried to pull people up to their level and it ain't work. But if you see somebody that's high functioning, that's somebody you can easily pull up to your level, because all you got to do is get their scratch off ticket and unblur a couple lines for them, and they'll see what the fuck they need to do from there to be on your level, of which the money's going to follow. If you do something for an extended period of time, eventually you're going to be a master in that thing, whether it's right or wrong.
And I see how you guys merge them together. I get it. In what you're talking about and discussing, though, you are not including the full spectrum of emotional intelligence. And that is where I'm talking about. You guys are only saying because you can regulate your emotions and not cuss people out, you're fine. That's emotional intelligence. When we, Kay and I, have literally experienced men, and probably exactly what she's talking about as well, have experienced men who have all the things that you're discussing and do not have the proper moral compass. They aren't a good person and all those things. And that's what we're trying to say. As in, y'all put it all together, but not all people that have that have those things in there too, which does not make them, in what she's saying, what y'all think it is.
Okay. Well, just to break down that part, can you explain to us what makes the man not a good person? Like, what were the traits that y'all seen that made this person not a good person?
That's easy. I'm right.
So you are still thinking in terms of what Kevin Samuel deems as a high value man.
Okay.
She separated herself from that. So her opinion of high value means that you are emotionally intelligent, you have good moral character, innately you are a good person, right? And then she's saying that the value part for her, well, high functioning was what I just said. So the value part for her is your economic status. So completely different. So for women, right? If we only chase money, we would be a fool, because there's so many men that have money, but they are assholes. They want to run around and sleep around. They don't want to be they don't want to be loyal. They're not making good decisions. They're making sneaky decisions in business. And there's a lot of bad businessmen who are making a lot of money, but their morals aren't there. You know what I'm saying? So she's saying the character of the person as well as the money are considered. And for women, you know, a lot of times you say you can buy a woman. If you have enough money, you can go get all these hoes, right? Y'all even agree with that. But that, for us, yeah, you'll have the money, but that's not the character that we're looking for. When Kevin Samuels refers to high value, high functioning, he's talking about all those things encompassed, period. But women can't necessarily go for that, because if you are high value, that means you have, you know, you might be out of our tax bracket. You might not be looking at us, because now what you're looking for is a woman that's slim, a woman that has this, a woman has all these things, right? But for women, we are not looking at just that. We're not looking at it the same way. So it's just two different opinions.
Looking at money.
You're considering money and the person.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
Y'all don't have to consider money at all, right? So you're just looking at the woman and what she can do for you.
All right, we gonna leave the money in the
probably have a spectrum on that.
Who wants to do with money? Do you think most dudes with money, like, answers like the way you want to? You think most dudes with money will want to be with a girl who's like a boss, kind of like a boss chick? You think they typically like that, like dudes with money?
Some, not all.
Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own preference.
Majority of dudes with money don't typically like boss chicks.
Yeah.
People
I don't
don't.
know if that's categorically correct, because when you have somebody that is a boss woman, right? They don't all come with attitudes. Some of them have excellent decision-making skills. Some might be a stronger backbone for you, who's a high-value man.
Those ones don't have that requirement like she does. Those women who are like feminine and stuff like that could make $1 million, $200 million a year. They don't have those requirements though. They're not in the same. They're not in the same room.
Have you talked to them all to determine?
Not all of them. I've talked to them like a.
All right, Kay, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put the money in the safe. We ain't worried about money right now. What makes the man an asshole to you?
So if someone is, according to what she's referring to, if someone is a low functioning man, they're not emotionally intelligent. They could be a drug addict. They could be yelling all the time. They could be abusive. They might make poor decisions. It could be any number of things that it's more of like the type of person that you would want to date or want to be with. If I have somebody who goes off, who is angry at everything all day long, I wouldn't consider him high functioning. That's not the type of person that I would be with. That's a low functioning person. You're always angry. You can't regulate your emotions.
Hey Kay, I think you explain everything way better than Dr. Brian. Because it's like what you're saying is I can see what you're saying way better than what she did.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm like, okay, since we got them on, let them break it down.
Yeah, because I think she was there. I think if the women if that's what they got from it, cool. Because they're women, they probably got the nuance to kind of like understand what she was saying. We men, we have different conversations, we communicate differently. But I could understand where Kay and coming from on that. I think she just got put on the spot real quick, and she was just trying to do what she had to do. But yeah, I can agree with what Kay said.
And we understand what you guys are saying as well with Kevin Samuels, because yes, I mean, most of the time you would think that if you're emotionally intelligent and you're good socially and you have good contacts and you have a good group of people around you and you're consistent and you're making a certain amount of money, yes, that's ideal. You know, that would be a great man, but that doesn't always happen. So there's not a lot of men that are like that. So we have to consider your character and your money separately, because the character doesn't always go with the money. We hope so. We wish it could be that way, but it doesn't always happen.
To me personally, I believe if you make your money in the 9-to-5 sector, if you make your money legally, everything still encompasses itself, because just like, well, I mean, it still bounces back to Kevin's definition. So I guess we're still coming from a masculine side, a masculine frame. But if you getting money and all this other stuff, and you quote unquote a dickhead asshole, like you're saying you don't want to deal with, the general group is going to orchestrize you anyway. So you're still not going to be with the group, which still cuts you out of being high value. Because if the men don't get along with you, then surely the women don't want you. You know what I mean? So that's where, like, I guess that's where we could draw the line in the sand and see where the disconnect is between the men and the women, which is why I was kind of asking you the questions I asked you to further break it down. Because, like, even when you said yelling, I mean, I get that yelling can trigger traumas or whatever, but, like, how many times does somebody have to repeat themselves? Like, are you putting a man in a situation where he has to keep repeating himself and, he's not the one to put hands on you, but sometimes maybe a certain decibel level is what it takes to get it across to you to why he is yelling. And maybe, there's back-to-back situations of miscommunication, I guess. There's a communication disconnect between both parties to where he has to yell to get his point across. Because, I mean, there's people that don't yell, but then now we don't see you for 3-4 months because your eye black.
Right, and that goes back to emotional intelligence, right? And you're not expecting people to be perfect. Like, everybody's going to have their thing, but emotional intelligence allows you to bring it back around and say, you know what, I'm going to, we're going to have this conversation. We're going to get on the same page. I'm going to work on this and we're going to improve. And you get to that point. Like, you're not going to have all of it all the time. right? You're not going to be perfect. Nobody's going to be perfect. But if you have the emotional intelligence to be like, oh, I'm bugging out. I'm so sorry. Let's work on this together. That's good. You know what I'm saying?
I get that, but then in the definition of emotional intelligence, to me, that's me sympathizing with you, knowing that you're not, where I want you to be, quote unquote. That's not necessarily empathy, because I can't feel how you feel if I've never been in that position before. To me, that's where the word empathy is kind of weird. I get what the word empathy means. We're educated enough to know what it means, but I'm just saying on a broader scale of things, most people can't physically feel the way you feel,
Well,
but they
nobody.
can
No.
understand. They can understand if you're. I'm not gonna like, for lack of better words, they can't understand if you're at a disadvantage to where they want you to be.
And I think that's where Charlie Kirk got it wrong. And a lot of people may also have gotten it wrong because of his definition. But empathy just means you're imagining yourself in that person's shoes. You're not literally feeling it, but you're putting yourself in that situation to where you can understand or evaluate how another person is, right? So if I never broke my leg before, I can put myself in that situation and be like, okay, I'm sure they're going to have pain in their knee. They're probably going to have pain when they go to sleep. They might have pain when they walk around. They're probably going to have to go through the different stages of healing. And I can imagine what those healing stages are like. And I can imagine what their walk through that process would be. They probably have to go to a lot of doctor's appointments. They probably need assistance with different things. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to physically feel that in order to empathize and understand their situation. And that's what empathy is. When you're a little kid, they're like, well, put yourself in that person's shoes. Would you be upset if they pulled your hair? Would you be upset if they mushed your face? Would you be upset if they broke your pencil? So you can't go and pull people's hair. You can't go and break people's pencils. And that's where empathy is. It's not literally feeling it, if that makes sense.
Do you think sympathy is like similar to that?
I think sympathy is more like, I feel sorry for your situation. But I'm not putting myself in that situation to really feel it, to really understand it. Because I could feel sorry that somebody lost $50,000 and not actually put myself in that situation and worry about it and think it through. I'm empathetic, so it's going to be hard for me to not understand most situations. But sympathy is just being like, oh, I'm so sorry. I feel sorry for you, right? And then compassion is actually giving some aid, giving some relief. I'm compassionate with this person because I understand, because I'm empathetic and I understand their particular situation. So I can give them the correct compassion. Compassion is more like helping. If you are not empathetic to somebody's situation, you might not be giving them the compassion that they need. You might be being nice, but it's not proper compassion. So it's like if there was a homeless person on the street and you walk by and you throw them $5, right? Is that really going to help? Or are you going to give them a place to live and let them take a shower every day and help them get a job? That's like more compassion. That's more of what they need, if that makes sense. And I know that was a little extreme.
Yeah, but see, I think that's where all these definition of words have over time and stretched out and overemphasized to where the lines are just blurred. Because I understand what you're saying, but to me, all of that falls under sympathy. If I haven't gone through this exact struggle you've gone through, I don't fully know exactly how you feel. So at the end of the day, I can tell you that I'm empathetic to your situation, but when I go to bed at night, I'm still just feeling sorry for you.
Do you think everybody can physically feel what everybody else is going through?
So it's like, so I'll give you an example. So empathy is basically saying like, well, I could just pull it up instead of me just reading it. So it's just like what it says right here. Empathy is an example. I can't imagine how hard this must be for you. I remember when I lost someone close to me and it felt overwhelming. So they basically can share the same feeling because they've experienced it themselves. Sympathy is more, I guess you could say, lack of a better term, it's the surface level. Like, look, I feel sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you need anything, because they never experienced it before. That's the difference.
So that's what I was trying to say.
It's correlating emotions to that person.
So like,
So it doesn't have to be exactly the same. Like you don't have to have loss in order to in order to be empathetic to somebody's loss.
okay, so here's why I said here's why it's the way I express it is different, because it's like, okay, how can I be empathetic for as a male? I don't have a uterus or anything. How can I be empathetic to somebody that has a miscarriage? I don't know what the fuck it even feel like to be pregnant or anything, because I can never feel that. So I can sympathize with the fact that I understand you were expecting a life, you were really joyful, whatever, and whether you had a stillborn or whatever, like things didn't go the way that you planned them to pan out. And I feel for you, because I know it gotta be painful, because you were so excited. You might have even had a baby shower in the third. So now you got all the stuff you got to stare at. Even if you go in and you go get a stillbirth, you get the baby removed. You get to see the lifeless body. Like, those are all things that are burned into your brain. When I was a kid, I done seen people get gunned down in the middle of the street, dead bodies bleeding out, ambulance ain't come for 45 minutes, all types of shit. That shit is burned in my brain. But if you never seen that, and you trying to say, oh, I got empathy for you, I'm going to be like, well, really, you can only sympathize with me because you don't really know how it feels. Like, your closest dead body was Grey's Anatomy, or like a grandparent that was 98 years old that, no disrespect to age, but if you made it to 98, you didn't live life. So I'm not saying you're supposed to go, but shit, ain't nobody living to 1,000, so you was closer to gone than still being here. Versus if I was playing soccer and I tore ACL, and then, you know, that retired me from my career, and Courtney was still hooping and shit, and he's like, hey, pull up to my game, whoop-de-whoop. And I see him on some N1 mixtape shit about to fucking serve somebody. He go for the layup, he catches me bound, and on the me bound, he fucking shoot it, he tear his fucking ACL. I done did that before. It's like, bro, I know how the fuck you feel, bro. Like, this shit sucks, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. But don't be like me, because I fell into depression when I tore my ACL, whatever. I can help you through that because I've been through that. So to me, that's what empathy means, versus sympathy is like, I've never been through it whatsoever, but I also have the full knowledge and understanding that what you're going through fucking sucks. I will be here for you, but I'm not going to come to your face and cap and lie to you like I know exactly what you're going through, because I've never been there. So I feel like that's the difference in the definition, to where, you know, things just, over the years, everything just gets blurred. Realistically, I truly understand what you mean by empathy. But then again, when you read it, if you read the textbook definition, the truth is, if I have not gone through what you've gone through, I can't fully exactly feel. If I've never been homeless, I can't empathize with the homeless. I can sympathize with you. That situation sucks. And like you said, you know, giving $5 might be disrespectful on one hand, but on the other hand, the dude that's getting the $5 might not want somewhere to stay in the shower and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. There's a situation with a YouTuber that his thing was he was getting people out of jail and all this. He bailed somebody out of jail one time, and the dude was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
Right,
I have no family, nowhere to go, none of this, none of that. Please put me the fuck back in there. So he was sympathizing with people that was in jail that he felt like, you know, like at that point, would you qualify that as empathy or sympathy? Because when the dude get out, if you've never been to jail, how can you empathize with somebody saying they want to go back because they don't know what the free world, they don't know how to operate in the free world? So that's why I feel like a lot of these definitions got blurry, and then, you know, it sucks, but the greater burden of life is on the shoulders of men. So I understand our disconnect, to where, you know, the four of us might agree with Kevin Samuel's definition a little bit more than you guys, which agree with Cheyenne Bryant's definition. It's like, okay, I understand how you guys feel about her definition, but at the end of the day, no matter what happens, even if she finds somebody that makes a little less, $100,000 less than her, by the end of that relationship, she wants them to ascend and pass her because you still want that leader, provider, whoop-de-whoop that you can depend and brag on at the end. Like, I mean, the start, how do you start off doesn't necessarily matter, but somewhere during the race, you want that man to surpass you. So when you finish the race, you can brag on your man and be like, oh, he take care of me. He do this, he do that, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So I understand what you guys are saying is just the natural wiring of masculinity doesn't let me go along with her definition because I know that's not a good 5-year plan. In 5 years, if that dude is still low, whatever, high, whatever, she about to just ask him and be like, you know what? This ain't working out. Even if, you know, in his sphere, I'm not saying that's where he maxed out at. The ceiling, there's no ceilings on anything, but if that's where he maxed out at or whatever, and she was hoping for more, but she never drove him to more because she was so focused on what she got going on, it's still, that's where it doesn't make sense at day's end.
I think I get what Kay talking about, like the difference between empathy and sympathy and the way she spoke about it. Like I can't 100% feel what you feel, but I think what she's saying is the intent to try to do it as much as possible. Would that be a fair assessment?
Yeah. So you understand, you know, the challenges in it. You understand kind of the ins and outs. You don't have to necessarily, and you can attribute other situations to where you can feel that part of it. You don't have to know it. You don't have to feel it 100% or have the or have the exact understanding. But as long as you're, you know, in that frame, you get it, and that's pretty much what it is. You get it. And the best thing is most people are actually empathetic.
Yeah, I understand that.
If you're not, you're a narcissist or you have some kind of psychopathy issue. Because they're the ones that don't have any empathy, and that's why they can do some of the things that they do.
Because when you think about it, right? When he had failed and he said, "Ooh, I ain't gonna be able to feel it," right? But
when I came down,
but like when I was watching him squirming on the ground, I was like, "Damn, I can see myself like doing squirming too."
Hey, I know how he felt because you got punched in the stomach. You know how it is to miss a breath. That nigga for sure missed a breath on the way down.
That boy said, "Ooh."
That shit knocked the air out his lungs. He struggled to say that next sentence. He said, "Ooh," and he was stuck. And he was like, "When I came down," that boy was in turmoil.
I'm trying to get y'all to understand.
I'm gonna laugh at that one forever.
Oh man, that clip legendary.
Cool. Any final thoughts of tonight?
You finally had a fight, Raw, a little bit. You've been looking for
Raw, boy, you must have got your boy Jack with you or something like that, because you know
it was something red.
He came from a Marcus house to yours, huh?
Mm-hmm.
They were hanging out. Work late. Oh, man. I didn't get the cam up at the exact beginning of the show. I was in traffic. Now, my final thought is just, hey, you know, agree, disagree, whatever we do on the panel. I'm not here to get personal with nobody, so I don't ever want nobody to feel like I'm attacking them personally. I'm just attacking points. So,
as a whole, I don't. In the moment, I might be ready to flip you off, but as a whole, we're always good.
Okay, I just want y'all to know that I ain't up on here fucking attacking y'all or whatever.
No, you're fine.
We can argue.
I'm
That's
just attacking
key
points in the heat of the point in the moment. So
I don't mind. Just how earlier you were talking about when you might have wanted to say "F you" to me. We were fine though. We circled back. We were good.
I mean, shit. I might say "fuck you," and then I might buy you a drink right after that. It is what it is.
We can air hug it out.
Just, I'm gonna make sure that the bartender give you the drink so you can't say that I put nothing in it. It's all love.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, that's lovely then. They didn't kumbaya. You know what I'm saying? Everybody good at the end of the day, bro. So I said my piece on it. So everybody all good.
I mean, shit, we all gonna invade one of Ashley vacations one of these days. She keep trying to take.
Okay.
Oh, solo vacation head ass. Nah, we coming too.
I don't mind.
Y'all silly, bro. Well, listen, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with us. For those of y'all who been here the entire time, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. I will be live tomorrow, as well. So we're gonna kick it off again. So, but until next time, man, I will holler and I will see y'all good people.